Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.
Rich out for doing some fuck shit. We tear each other down just for wearing a different type of clothing. We don't pour into each other. There's a young black man who created I don't quote me on this, but gasoline for a car out of plastic. I don't see him being a millionaire. There's another young black man that I've seen on TikTok who created plastic bags out of a plant. I don't see him being a millionaire. I don't. We have black grocery stores in a lot of our neighborhoods, but they are destitute because we feel like we need to shop at Trader Joe's or we need to go shop at the big brand grocery stores. We have a lot of these things, but we don't pour into it because if by society standards you look better if you shop at these places. By society standards, you're more successful if you wear these clothes and you drive this car. In society standards, you're happy if you promote this type of money or this type of property. So we don't. It's sad, but he ain't lying.
Dad, let me
We
ask you
don't do none
this.
of that.
Let me ask you this. Good morning. Let me ask you this. Do you think that the machine that is oppressive to so many people would allow the examples that you use to flourish and to thrive? Because there's another black young lady who actually cured cancer. She found a cure to cancer, and she's been doing crowdfunding for God knows I don't even know how long. She's been doing crowdfunding in order to put her discovery into trials with human, with actual people, and they've been blocking her every which kind of way. They meaning the pharmaceutical companies. So, do
Oh
you
my
really think
God.
that the big businesses, the corporations, who we talking about, will actually allow those examples to flourish?
To a certain
There's
extent, no. But again, who is you're talking about the system, but who is Chud? What I mean, he's just a part. He's definitely one of their minions, right? But again, look how he became a millionaire just for doing some fuck shit to one of us, right?
No,
But
I understand.
But they
Yeah,
saying that, but they saying that we promoted him. We promoted
right,
him. We made him. We put his ass on the map by saying his name and making videos about him and all kinds of stuff like that. That's what he's saying. We promoted that.
But I
We
remember a week
promoted
and
the
a half
bullshit.
ago when I said ignore his ass, tell you people to ignore him, y'all motherfuckers came at my throat. I swear, because I sat on this goddamn panel and said, hey, you got to tell your people to ignore him because they going to boost them up. I said that shit, but it was the messenger. It was the
boy,
time
you
so
sound
for
like
this
Soldier
little,
Boy.
again,
little weak ass up here. Oh, I'm going to lay him down. If I got my daughter, it was me that was up here saying, hey, look, don't get this nigga that attention. Tell your people don't do this because you're gonna create this. You created the monster. But I was
so because of
thrown
social
in.
media, regardless of who shared it, he was going to blow up. For example, I never seen none of his videos until I came in here and Diamond was talking about it. Then I went down so I would be a part of the conversation. But I never seen none of his stuff on my timeline until
I
we was in
never
here
knew who
talking
the
about it.
man. I never knew who the man was till people started
Right.
sending me that shit. Like I didn't know the damn
Exactly.
man.
So everybody doesn't share. But again, we're in a day and age of social media. People talk about everything that happens on social media. So we cannot just say ignore it. Like you can't just ignore it and think it's gonna go away. That's not how that works. Come on now. We too grown to think just ignoring some shit gonna go away. It's not.
And to answer Yoshi, there's no
Female,
money
thank
in
you
the
for the man.
cure
Thank you,
of
baby.
any chronic illness or
Yeah,
disease,
thank y'all, baby.
and y'all know that these people been
I didn't
like
understand. Say
when
it
they
again.
sue, there is no money in a cure of any chronic disease or illness or whatever. They sued Dr. Sabi when he said he could cure the AIDS or whatever. They sued him and he won the case because he showed it could be cured. So let's be realistic here. Like there is
Right.
no money there. They want
It's
you on
just
diabetic
yeah.
medicine when you can
It's just
reverse it.
like the person. It's white kids that discover other planets on they discovered a planet. They're not millionaires either. You know what I'm saying? It's just I understand what everybody is saying, and I understand what Dab is saying. Dab is saying, yeah, the machine that won't allow it to happen, won't allow. I mean, they may not promote it, but what about us as a community promoting it, right? What about us backing him and somebody black saying, "Hey, let me back you and let me." But I want to ask Dave a question. Do you think that that all fits into individualism?
Um, yeah, but I think it the elitism and the elitism in us is detrimental. I don't know if y'all notice it, but the elitism in us is, oh my god, and the classism, all of those
But you
things.
know,
Us is, I mean, everybody has it, but we take
hmm
it to a whole nother ball game when it comes to us. Not as far as how we deal with other people in this United States, but how we deal with each other based off of those two things is diabolical.
right? But all those things that you know that you name, the classism, the elitism, all those things that you name are all byproducts of white supremacy. It's the society, it's the indoctrination of the society that we live in. So although we want to say that they're separate, they're not separate. They're all the same. They're all the same. The capitalism, everything fits underneath that umbrella of what this society has promoted and what this society has pushed. It's all the same. It just is the same thing. It's almost like dementia. Dementia is an umbrella, and then you got all these different classes of dementia. It's like cancer is an umbrella, but you got all these different cancers, right? That's exactly what you know. This society has. I'm
I'm gonna say this right,
I'm
and
at home, so y'all have a good day.
for us to like switch the narrative here, you gotta start setting your mind to think like they do. And what I mean by they do,
And
like
and let me ask you a
hold,
question,
hold on,
Corey.
hold on. Let me
Before
finish
you
my
go into
point.
your
Let me
diatribe, let me
no
ask you a question. You want to ignore the white man? Why don't you ignore these black men when you be wanting to pull up on them? Hmm.
because why
Hmm.
is it done in our own community? Why are they antagonizing in our own community? Why are they
Uh,
going at it? So it's the same shit. Same as
I'm
Chad
confused.
come at a black person. Why a nigga gotta come at another nigga? Like, come on, nigga, because I ain't come at nobody. They came at me first. Now, let me finish my point because you wanted me to go there and I ain't trying to go there. The same way the things that you want that they use and dangle in your face, you gotta go after the things that's dangled in their face. They like certain type of vehicles. They like certain type of shoes that you like. Why don't y'all invest in them? Why don't like I guarantee you they spend money too. Why do black people in what they actually do? Y'all never thought of that thought process. Use their own shit against them, what they use against you. Go after what the fuck they do. But y'all don't think that way.
What do you mean?
I think we have a misunderstanding from the perspective of not realizing that a lot of our issue is access. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have access to certain things, then you cannot affect it the way that you would want to affect it. The reason why we were so strong and so powerful back in the 40s and the 50s and the 30s and the 60s and so on and so forth, because everything that we had was ours. Everything we had was ours. We had our own stores, we had our own seamstresses, we had our own, restaurants, we had our own hotels, and they may not have been to the same degree depending on where you lived, or like to the same caliber depending on where you live, but we had our own. So when Keith was talking about our dollar not circulating in our community, and segregation and all this kind of stuff. All that shit was designed. YT people didn't give us nothing without having something behind a closed door that we couldn't see. And in this conversation, one of my exes is very, very wealthy. And I remember asking him, why didn't you invest? Like, why didn't you get into some of these companies that made some of these other folks billionaires and all this kind of stuff? And he told me straight up, he was like, we were not allowed to. He said we were not. He said a lot of the stuff that I got when I was in business. He said them YT boys would bring me in. And, you know, he said, because they liked me, I was in the military, yada, yada, yada. He said they would bring me in, we would do business, and they would support things that I had going on. But if they did not do that, because he couldn't have access, a lot of the wealth that he gained over the years, he wouldn't have had. And so I think that's another part of the conversation that we're not having. A lot of us don't have the access to a lot of the stuff that these YC people have, and they do it intentionally to keep us out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna drop down. For Diamond, today is my mom's birthday.
Okay.
She's
Oh,
73. I
birthday.
know she has dementia,
Happy
but today's
birthday.
her
Happy birthday,
birthday.
Mom.
She's listening right now.
Oh,
Happy birthday, Mom.
It's her birthday. I'm gonna drop down.
birthday.
Or Gemini. Peace.
Thank you.
When you say they don't have access to things, for example, like I know the beauty stores, the black-owned beauty stores here, and just in other places, I've seen the stories, I've seen people talk about it. They don't have access to the same type of things that you will go when you go into these Asian stores, and it's not because they can't get it, they can't afford to get it. It's because they're being blackballed. So I do understand what you're saying by that, like they won't let them buy, or the companies won't put certain things in their stores, or they don't have access to buy these things because they're being blackballed. So that definitely happens.
They won't let us do a lot of things. And some of the things that they will let us do, they'll make it harder for us to do it. Like we have to pay out so much just to do certain things. It's
Let me give you. I'm
go
sorry.
ahead. Go ahead, babe. Go
No,
ahead.
no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was going to say, let me give you an example of what's happening right now. So, you know, every year we have the Bikers Week. The Bikers Week, and it started in Myrtle Beach, right? Remember all the black bikers would go to Myrtle Beach and all that kind of stuff. And so they was complaining in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, that they didn't want the black bikers there, you know? So the black bikers came down to Tampa, Florida. And you know, it was a big thing for a little bit. So I was looking at some people's videos, and now they're going back to Myrtle Beach. So the dude was like, "How is it that when the white bikers have their bike week, the hotels is $100 and some odd a night, you know, for their weekend. But when the black bikers, the very next weekend is coming, the black bikers hotel fees are like $400 a night. So they got to spend damn near $1,000 for the same hotel that was only $300 or $400 for the white bikers the weekend before, right? And so in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, well, stop going to freaking Myrtle Beach. Stop putting your black dollars into a city that don't want you there, right? But and that makes all the sense to me. But we are so sensationalized with entertainment and wanting to be a part of stuff and not wanting to be excluded and not wanting to be left out that we'll complain about it, but we'll still hand over our dollars. It takes us to have discipline. When a mug tells you they don't want you there, don't let a bitch tell you twice they don't want you. So if you're going somewhere and they're price gouging you, stay your ass at home or find something else to do or get with some of these, you know, black folks who have property in South Carolina or whatever the case is. Find another way. But we don't do that because we don't want to be, it's a fear of being left out or missing out.
This just came to my head. I know most people know who Dapper Don is, right? So for years, y'all know he was making the clothes, he was putting the Louis Vuittons and all this shit on different stuff that they don't never sell and they never will sell, right? And for years, they didn't like it. They didn't want him selling their shit. They didn't want him to be associated with nothing of theirs, right? But now he worked for them or with them, right? But if he would have made his own clothes without that shit being on it, would have bought it?
You gotta ask the entertainers who was buying it, making it popular back then. You can't ask regular people because he was making specialty shit for them. So you would have to ask them that. See, y'all gotta understand.
So you
It
think
didn't
only
happen
famous
like that.
people was in there? You think in New
Yeah,
York?
no, I think people who had money to afford his shit.
That's what
He
I'm
was
talking
making
about.
special shit for people. He wasn't making just. He didn't have a boutique where he just had clothes in there, where people walking in there grabbing shit off the rack. No, this
Exactly,
was shit for
Omar.
certain people, special people, people who had money. That shit wasn't for everybody, Dad. So that
I
question
didn't
there.
say. I never said it was for everybody. I said, go ahead, Diamond.
1 second, they sent me a video to play. Hold on.
Y'all niggas be talking about not true. Most of y'all niggas couldn't walk in Dapper Dan shit and say I need this piece
I'ma just say hold
because
on,
y'all
Corey.
ass ain't had the money.
I'ma
Shut the
just say
fuck
hold
up.
on, Corey.
Hold on, y'all. Let's not playing. Go ahead. I gotta fix it first, then I'll let y'all know. Go ahead.
Okay, so I didn't say
I
what
think Yoshi said it word best was discipline. Most people don't have the discipline or want to be accountable when they are doing what they need to do as far as going spending the money with these folks. We just don't do it. We'll start it, but we won't finish the job. We always cut it short. I feel like, oh, well, I need to do it because the resources too far away or I don't have access over to get the certain resources I probably should be going to get from a cheaper person of melanin. We're not doing that. So we got to do a better job of being disciplined, staying focused for the plan, whatever that we decided to do as a collective.
But to what Dab said. Dab, you gotta remember FUBU. That was black owned, black bread. And look what they did at the end. Sold out to white people. Like, come on, man. Like, you supported a brand. He's a fucking millionaire now. He's a motherfucking black man that sit on Shark Tank. Like, let's be realistic. This shit, it like you can support black people, but they gonna sell out at the end of the day. A lot of them do. So let's be realistic. When they start
capitalism.
black, they don't stay black.
I agree because they feel like it's going to be better on the other side. The money is more important than being black. The money is more important than pouring into your black community. I agree with that 100%.
I
And
don't
we
think
sit
that's.
here and we do that all the time. That's pretty much why a lot of people voted for Trump. That boy included. Oh, my money is going to be better. I'm gonna save more money. I'm a money. And now look where we at dealing with the person that a lot of y'all voted in because y'all thought y'all was gonna get a stimulus check, or because he was in every famous rapper song as the best businessman in the world when that nigga filed bankruptcy every motherfucking time he could get. Like you don't like
So why
that's
black
clearly
people ain't filing bankruptcy? Why you ain't getting in the house and then 2 years down the line you file bankruptcy and they don't take your shit and you own that shit after bankruptcy? Why you
because
ain't
we
doing the
make
same
black
thing?
people feel bad for
I
doing the
don't think.
shit
I
that
don't
we
think
make
that's
black
what it
people
is
do.
about.
We make black people, we shame each other for doing exactly what they do. And then when we say they do it too, y'all say, why y'all always bringing them up? We
Well,
shame each
y'all
other.
just shamed the man for saying he's sold out. We just
Again,
shamed it for making more money. We just did that.
I can give
I
you a
ain't
better
gonna lie.
example. I
that
can
was
give you a
not
better
that.
example. BET. When Bob Johnson sold BET, you know what I'm saying, for I think $1 billion to Viacom, it devastated the black community because we knew that was the one of the only outlets we had that would actually put our artists and our artistry on the map. But then when you actually read about
Hold on, Yoshi. Hold
Hold
on,
on,
Yoshi.
yo.
How did they do better than us? My mama don't have a high school diploma. How can that woman raise me to be so smart and educated and she was uneducated? She made sure I read books. When I come home from work, y'all better have that homework laid out. And if I get her at home tonight at 3 in the morning, you ain't got that homework laid out, and if that soap ain't wet, I'm waking y'all ass up. You go do that homework and you go bathe. That woman made sure we went to school and paid attention with her miseducated, uneducated ass. But this woman made it out of poverty, and we was walking on marble floors, nigga. And she was a teenage mother. Mama on dope, granddaddy abandoned her. How? Couldn't read. How that to learn how to read? And you niggas got all the excuses in the world. Have you ever seen a nigga hung from a tree? Nah, what excuse you got, my nigga? Our mothers never became whole.
It's crazy that his mama did all that, but let me shut up.
Hold on. Let me play. Let me play.
In
Let me
20,
start. Hold on. Let me start it from the beginning. Hold on.
Now we're a bunch of weak, victim-minded people that blame this white man for everything, and we get free education. Our ancestors couldn't read or write. They was very uneducated. They was miseducated. How did they do better than us? My mama don't have a high school diploma. How can that woman raise me to be so smart and educated, and she was uneducated? She made sure I read books. When I come home from work, y'all better have that homework laid out. And if I get her at home tonight at 3 in the morning, you ain't got that homework laid out, and if that soap ain't wet,
I'm waking y'all ass up. You go do that homework and you go bathe. That woman made sure we went to school and paid attention with her miseducated, uneducated ass. But this woman made it out of poverty, and we was walking on marble floors, nigga. And she was a teenage mother. Mama on dope, granddaddy abandoned her. How? Couldn't read. How that to learn how to read? And you niggas got all the excuses in the world. Have you ever seen a nigga hung from a tree? Nah, what excuse you got, my nigga? Our mothers near became whole.
Hold on, let me play it. Hold on. I gotta play another video. Hold on, I got you.
Let me explain something to y'all. Let me explain this to you good. And I want my American people to understand this, okay? The reason why so many other races, black people especially, to understand this, to my black people especially, are thriving is because when African people come here, when Jamaican people come here, okay, when Iranian people come here, when Pakistani people come here, guess what they're not worried about? The white man. Guess what they don't blame all their problems on? The white man. They get up with no roots on the ground and they literally pull it out the fucking mud. Okay? Y'all, you will never be able to push that rhetoric with me. You will never be able to make me feel like it's the white man's fault in the black community. Do I understand that they are responsible for a lot of things? Absolutely. But do I understand that we are responsible for sticking around for a lot of shit? Absolutely. As someone who was married to an African, I never heard my husband say one thing about the white man. He never blamed the white man for his wages. He never, whatever. My husband always went out and just got a better job. He kept elevating. He kept networking. He kept utilizing the system for what it was meant to do. He worked. He knew how to network, and then was offered different IT jobs and different things to travel the world. I don't know where we're going with this as a black community. Black people in America blame white people for everything. But the people who sold us were our black African ancestors to the slave masters. You think we just got on them boats? You think white people pulled up to Africa and said, let's just get off here and fight these 6-foot niggas? They didn't say that, okay? Whatever tribe kidnapped them and was like, we want them gone, sold them to them white people. This is still happening in the black community. We keep selling out because what black people will do is sell out before they take accountability. But I can tell y'all from experience, my foreign friends, I've never sat with any of them. From Australia, from wherever, England, wherever, and heard them blame the white man. They literally came to this country with nothing. Stayed in a rooming house with 26 other people that probably had roaches. Went to work 13 and 15 hours a day. Sent for their kids, brought them over here. Bought a house, have homeowners now. Never blame the white man. But we as black people had way more opportunity than these people. And we continue to blame everybody. We really have to stop. We really have to stop. And the blame game happens, but there's no accountability in the community. After it's like, okay, let's deflect. If we all point the finger at one person, it'll make that one person wrong. And in reality, it doesn't. It doesn't. Because you got all those fingers pointing right back at us. Let me explain something to y'all, and let me explain this to you good. And I want my American people to understand this.
Okay. That's the end of the video, y'all.
The reason why...
Okay, go ahead.
Please, may I?
Okay, hold on, before y'all go on this diatribe.
What demographic of people are making 2026 just selling to just one demographic of people and get wealthy? That's not happening no more. Nobody's just selling to one demographic of people and getting wealthy on it. You have to sell to everybody to make money. You have to. So I'm just trying to figure this out. Most of them companies we talk about going black on, they knew they couldn't continue to just go black on and get wealthy like they wanted to. Eventually, they have to sell at least a percentage of their company to certain individuals in order to build wealth and maybe to build other companies. You know, just my opinion.
Okay. So to her little rant, when she said no other foreign countries blames white people, who she think the Haitians are blaming for their country's issues? The French? Oh, they white. Who do she think Nigeria are claiming in the 90s for their issues? The British. They're white. So they definitely blame black white people all the motherfucking time. Why do we say this? This is what I be talking about when I say we as a community, black community, we keep talking about what other people are not doing when they're literally doing that. Right now, who do you think the Congolese is blaming for the people being unalive in the in the diamond mines? White people.
I don't think that's what she was saying.
That it doesn't matter. That's what she said. We blaming white people. They blame white people too because it's a
But but
fact.
but
Their countries would not be in the destitute that they are in if it wasn't for white tea people. We would not be in the fucking situations that we are in as a country. This country, even with black
yeah,
people, if it
that's
wasn't
not
for
what
white
she's
tea people.
saying.
But
That's not
that's
what she's
crazy.
saying.
This is the bad thing
That's
about
not
it.
what she's saying.
You realize the YT people are the minority of the world. I mean, they're the minority of the world,
But they claim
and
to be the
somehow they
majority.
able to take over
Right.
everybody.
Right.
This is
That's the
crazy.
trick.
Sometimes it's
Um,
us. We hold ourselves back.
What was she
What
saying,
she
Corey?
hold on. Okay, what she's saying is for the immigrants that come from other countries and integrate into American culture and society, they don't complain about how the society here in America is. They just do what they gotta do and they build up from where they came from. She's not talking about what goes on in their country because Haiti is a shithole. Like I tell you, my daddy is a Haitian immigrant that came to America. And I tell you, you know personally that I tell y'all how my daddy thinks. And he thinks it because just what she spoke on, that's their mindset when they come from overseas. You know how that whole little situation is. So we ain't going that deep with it. But that's the mindset that they're not no matter what, nothing should stop the people that are originally from this land. But they don't understand what's stopping the people originally from this land. It's a target on the people that got a birth certificate from this land. It's a target on their back every day of the week. You get pulled over, they're arresting you, they trumping up charges. We have had a target if you was born here in this country as a black person. I'm sorry. He don't understand that. Other immigrants don't understand that. And the lady in this video is wrong because she don't even understand that.
May I please? May I please? First and foremost, I think people don't understand that when we talk about, or when I can't, well, first of all, let me say this. I can't stand, and I don't want to use the word hate. I can't stand niggas like that. I just cannot stand it. It rattles the insides of my colon when I hear black people talk about what other people who come from other countries don't do when they come here. Them other people that come from other countries ain't got no stake in the ground. They ain't got no blood in the soil in this country. So when they come from countries where the majority of everybody looks like them, their ops look like them, those who are meant to help them look like them, their police, their politicians, anybody who is anybody looks like them. And they come from countries that don't assist them in nothing. Okay, which is why some of our Caribbean countries, some of the, like in Jamaica is a very rich country, but who's stealing the resources? The people are still getting by. They're still making do because they know the soil. They eat from the land, right? But if the country was actually taking care of its own, they wouldn't have poverty like that. Same thing with Haiti. So these people come from these other countries, India, you name it. They come from these other countries. They haven't had the run-ins, although colonialism is a thing, okay, in these countries. They understand colonialism. What they have never understood was chattel slavery and the effects of chattel slavery. So these motherfuckers come from other countries with no stake in the ground in this soil. Come over here, look at YT people that's smiling and grinning in their face like they the damn abalaba, and that and because they they're so nice to them that that there's a chance, and they don't understand why the black folks have a problem with the white people, because we know these motherfuckers. We was raised around these motherfuckers. We know how cruel they are. We know how divisive they are. We know what is in their soul. So when we say what we say and when we do what we do it from a position of knowledge. And when they bring their brown, creamy asses and black asses over here, they don't have that history. So they sit up here and gravitate to and lock arms with and sit up there and codify with them, looking at us like, well, hell, if I'm able to do it, why haven't you been able to do it? Not realizing that the very things that we died for, sweat for, fought for is what they sending their black asses on in order to get a step up. But we couldn't do that in that country. The only thing we would have in their country is the fact that we are Americans. But a lot of them Indians, Arabs, you name it, come over here and they have what we don't have here a lot of times, which is a straight standard community. They come over here, they speak another language, they know how the shit go. So they'll come over here and they'll say, well, I'll create a business over here and I'll send money back over there. And then what we'll do is we'll create a monopoly or a corporation or whatever the case over there. And then they gonna help fund us. Them people across them Eastern people, them Chinese folks, they don't need nobody to help build shit. Why? Because they got 1 point something billion people in their country. So when they said to Jamaica, hey, listen, we will come in and we will build infrastructure in Jamaica. The Chinese said that, right? We will create jobs in Jamaica. The country, Jamaica said, okay, well, hell, if you come in and build infrastructure and you'll create jobs, that's going to help our people. What did the Chinese do? They came in with their own people. With their own people. They never created no jobs for the Jamaicans. They came in with the Chinese because what the Chinese people really need, they need space to get them people. They need to drop them folks off into the world because there's too many of them. So they came in with their own workforce.
You heard what they did?
They burnt down that damn hotel. How you ain't even from this soil gonna come over here and tell us that the hotel you build is only for Chinese and YT people? I'll be good, goddamn. And now it's burnt to the damn ground.
They couldn't use the beach.
I just
a whole public beach.
I just, when we're having this conversation again, this is why I don't participate, but let's just have this conversation. Do y'all think that, because the conversation was that the black people from other countries don't experience chattel slavery, so you think like the Haitians and the Jamaicans just popped up anywhere? I just wanted to respond to Corey. You said that Haiti is a shithole country.
It is.
Between the year of 1971 and 1986 was when Haiti was actually thriving, and because of that, America, Spain, and the United States has tried to attempt to invade Haiti several times and actually was successful the last time. Every president that Haiti has put in place, America has removed it. So when you're claiming that Haiti is a shithole country, and Dab is actually correct, because every single time that Haiti has tried to make a success for themselves, the American government, as well as the Spain and the French government, has attempted to destroy Haiti and has consistently put their foots on their necks. So this entire conversation is that immigrants from other countries don't know what the fuck is happening, and we don't experience this and we don't experience that. Again, that's why I said, like, I don't understand this conversation at all. Dab is right. Other countries and other people from different nationalities understand what is going on, and that's why we consistently say the reason why our countries are in the states that are in. Yes, they do, because it's documented. History is documented. 19, I can tell you all of the times that America has invaded Haiti.
But you're not understanding.
And I can tell you all of the times that America has purposefully sent CIA governments and unalived our presidents, or removed our president and kidnapped them. I can tell you all the times that Haiti has assisted other countries, and because we have assisted other countries and made sure that they succeeded and erased slavery in several other countries, America had made sure that Haiti never succeeded. So would you like me to run down the facts? Haiti is not a shithole country because Haiti wants to be a shithole country. Haiti is a shithole country because Haiti has assisted different people, different melanated people, because we understood what the fuck was going on. And because we was out here assisting different melanated countries from Cuba to Brazil. We was even in Africa erasing colonization. We was fucking everywhere, helping everybody. And because we was out here assisting everybody, they fucked around and made sure that we never succeeded. When it comes to Jamaica, because I'm also Jamaican, I'm also African American, because I have lineages in different parts of those. When it comes to Jamaica, when we having this conversation about colonialism and how colonialism affected us and chattel slavery, they also understand that. What tends to happen is that we have a lot of coons like Corey and that boy and other black immigrants that come into our fucking spaces and pop their shit. And because they want to be validated by white supremacy, they feel like if they rub elbows with white people, then therefore they will be accepted. They come into our spaces and do fuck. Am I speaking, Corey, or do you want the mic? Because you're the one who made your statements. I made sure everybody was, when y'all was popping off, I didn't say nothing. When y'all was popping off, I didn't say nothing. I made sure I stayed quiet. So would you like to talk? Because consistently, because
you not
consistently were the one
you
who was
not
actually
understanding the point
you
I
were the one
made.
that was out here telling black people to vote against Kamala Harris. We wouldn't be in the situation that we were in if it
tell
wasn't because of
nobody
you.
to vote for
You're
nobody,
consistently
'cause I
going
give a
after
fuck.
black women,
So
and you
don't lie on
consistently
me. Don't
going
lie on
after
me.
black men. You have a tendency
Don't
to
lie on
always
me.
make sure that you are in the opposition of black people. Whenever it's time to talk shit about black people, you're the first one. When it's time to talk shit about black women, you're the first one. When it's time to talk about black women and tell them that you're gonna pull up on them and do all that type of shit, you're the first one. So now we're actually having a conversation where I'm actually trying to bridge the gap between the black community. You're cutting me off. So what do you want to do?
You're not
Do you
bridging
actually
the
want to
gap
explain to the
because you're
people
lying
why the
on
fuck
what
why
I
every
just
black
said.
community? Corey, what you want to do? Do you want to talk? Go ahead. I'll go on mute.
Yeah, because we got motherfuckers that come from other countries and they will speak down on the foundational black Americans. That's what the fuck is really truly being said. They call them lazy, just as my father has to me and shit like this. Because immigrants, the country as the what white
Look at the
people
ancestors
do,
cutting him
they
off. Look at that.
build. Hold up, it wouldn't matter.
Look at the ancestors
They
cutting him off.
Here go Galaxy
they
Doc.
build communities.
Corey, I think that galaxy's for you. They gave you 5 minutes, honey. 5 minutes. Go ahead, QL.
Back to what I was saying. He's 100% facts. There are immigrants who come from this country and talk shit about other Black American communities. He's 100% fact. He's not wrong about that. He is not wrong about that. Again, like I said, just because one immigrant does it or two immigrant does it doesn't mean that the whole immigrant community does it. Because again, like I said, there are coons in our specific communities who do fucked up ass shit. But what tends to happen when it comes to one coon that does it, y'all blame the entire Black immigrant race, and it's like, wait, what the fuck did I fucking do? Just like we have coons in the African American community that does fucked up ass shit. So when we're over here talking about chattel slavery and how we don't experience chattel slavery, do you think the Haitians and Jamaicans just popped up in those fucking islands? And then you have another person talking about some white people are the minority. That's not the actual history. Because if you actually talk about this history, yes, they might be, but they might be the minority. But when it comes to infrastructure and power, they have it. Do you guys really think they're coming to those countries and colonizing those people? Just because it's four of them, you don't think they're not packing, and they don't got a force behind them? Yes, they might not. They quote unquote, and in America, they're not even a fucking minority. So what are we even talking about here?
I think you need to understand what chattel slavery is first. Because
What do you think? What do you mean we don't understand what chattel slavery is, man? Do you know that in the Caribbean they were unaliving people?
QL, hold on. QL, 1 second. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me get Corey, they just added another 5 minutes on to you. Okay. Also, Zell says, damn, Corey getting ate up a second day in a row. All right, y'all, go ahead.
as I was saying, I think you need to really understand what chattel slavery is. I understand Asian
Man,
history.
you can't tell me to understand chattel slavery, man. My father's African American. My mother is Haitian and Jamaican. You can't tell me about chattel slavery.
I can tell you about chattel slavery because I'm American.
Girl, you need to stop fucking yelling. All you doing is fucking yelling, got that dick in your motherfucking throat, bitch. You need to roll your fucking throat. You don't want to say your dumb ass statement, ho.
First and
What you talking
foremost,
about?
little girl.
Oh,
First
bitch.
and foremost,
Fuck is you talking about?
First and
Oh,
foremost,
bitch.
little
Fuck is you
girl,
talking
little
about?
girl,
You don't want to say your
little
dumb ass
girl.
statement, ho. Now you trying to
Little
clean it
girl.
up. Fuck is
Little
wrong with you?
girl. Little girl, let me educate you.
Grandmama.
Let me educate you, little
Grandmama.
girl.
You said your
Let me-
dumb ass
let me
statement,
ed-
grandmama.
let me
Fuck is you
educate
talking
you.
about?
Let me educate
You
you, little
always want
girl.
to motherfucking address a
Little
motherfucking
girl.
black woman, bitch.
Little girl.
You got me
Little
fucked up. You don't want to say your
emotional
dumb ass,
girl.
stupid ass, slow ass,
Emotional girl.
raggedy ass, bitchy
Emotional.
ass
Do you need a
motherfucking
bottle?
statement.
Do you need a
Now you wanna
titty?
over here talk
Do
about-
you need
and-
some
and the fact that
soothing?
you
Do
talk
you
about
need some
little girl, bitch, you the
affirmation?
oldest bitch
Do you
walking. You don't
need?
fucking understand that everybody who
Absolutely.
was
So
chattel
let me
slavery,
educate
bitch.
you.
You
So let me
dumb ass,
educate your
tired
little
ass,
ignorant
slow
ass.
poke ass
So
hoe.
let me
What is wrong
educate
with
you. And your
You
mama
can't
do the
teach me
same
shit,
thing. It's like
bitch.
she
You don't
suck
want
on
to
a
say
dick,
your slow
bitch.
ass statement, ho.
Let
That's
me
that
tell
slow
you
ass
something.
education,
Yeah,
ho.
I know.
We ain't talking about shit, ho. You sound dumb as fuck. 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 You sound dumb as fuck.
So
You
can I
sound dumb
educate
and you
you?
bald-headed as fuck. You sound dumb and bald-headed
Okay,
as
I'm gonna let
fuck.
you have your
You
moment.
sound dumb
Go
and bald-headed
ahead.
as fuck.
Okay,
You
so
sound
anyway,
dumb and
for the
bald-headed as
people,
fuck. You sound dumb and bald-headed as
Wait 1
fuck.
second. Hold on, wait 1 second. Hold on, wait 1
Gotta
second.
go.
All right. QL got a violation. They paid to drop Yoshi. QL, you got to wait 10 minutes on this page or come up on another page. Okay. They paid to drop Yoshi.
Well, if you didn't know who QL is, you know today, and she ain't new. Hey, Keith.
How y'all paid to drop Yoshi? Damn. Keith, Keith, you breaking up bad. They dropped Yoshi, y'all. They paid to drop Yoshi. Can y'all hear?
But to
Okay, go ahead. Hold on, Hink. Diamond, play the video for QL. Oh, you want to play the video for QL? Okay. Let me go to it.
she's seen the video, Corey. I don't know why you want her to play. The QL was in the comments when the video was being played.
Hold on, y'all. Wait. Hold on. Let me play it. I didn't see it. Hold on. I'm gonna play it for everybody. Hold on a minute.
There are black women in different cultures. We don't date black. I'm Jamaican. You ain't black. Then what am I? Jamaican. I'm black. You Jamaican.
Hold on.
You Jamaican.
The CA Honey is the Black Diamond Show 1. The Black Diamond Show 1. Let me finish the video.
There are black women in different cultures. We don't date black. I'm Jamaican. You ain't black. Then what am I? Jamaican. I'm black. You Jamaican. No. You Jamaican. There's a difference, huh? It's a difference. Okay, describe the difference. If I go to your... What color is my skin? What color is my skin? Yellow. Okay, and it derived from? Even white derived from black. Even white derived from black. All colors in the color spectrum come from the color black. But y'all have been classified as Jamaicans. We still haven't been identified nor classified. We were just given the color. When I fill out a paperwork here in the States, it doesn't say Jamaican anywhere. But black is not a person. That's not a noun. Mm-hmm. That's more of an adjective, isn't it? Well, how can you describe me as being black? You have a name. You're Jamaican. You're American. Well, I'm black American. Okay, I'm black Jamaican. It don't say that. You're making something up now. It don't say that. Our paperwork, we have to check something. When you go back home, you don't check nothing. You're automatic Jamaican. Right. I'm not automatic American. I'm automatic black. Black people aren't American. We had to be given American rights. You see what I'm saying? So, when we say black, we talking us. Mm-hmm. Y'all ain't us. Don't y'all got Jamaican food? Yes. Don't y'all have a Jamaican culture? Yes. We don't. You have an American culture. What's in Texas? In Texas, you have soul food. What's barbecue?
Okay, hold on, y'all. They paid to bring Yoshi back.
Slaves didn't barbecue.
Did she say in Texas they got soul food?
Okay.
Hold on, let her finish. Hold on, Yoshi. Wait 1 second.
Pig intestines. Pig feet. So what did slaves used to eat? The slop that their masters gave them, like the dogs. What you would give your dogs. That's what they ate. And that became part of what we ate. So you say that's our culture? No. Come on, don't do us like that, please. No. I understand you play devil's advocate, but nobody in this world has been done like the person, not the African. See, that's what people forget. It was a small portion of Africans who was transported over here and was made to be slaves. It was a small portion. The rest was created and bred. They had slave form, but they bred this because slavery, international slavery, only legal for a small amount of time before the world said, no, stop this. So America kept saying, fuck y'all, we ain't finna stop this. They started making slaves, right? So the first generation of Africans who came over here to be slaves, they wasn't us. They was Africans. The ones who was born from the Africans, right? The ones who was forced to have sex and sleep with this one, those that was born on this land under slavery, into slavery, they were niggers. Them wasn't black people, them was niggers. They was called nigger. Come here, nigga. Shut up, nigga. Fuck you doing around here? He didn't have a name. So those people never thought to go back to Africa. They didn't know no language. So we, those seeds, we are not African seeds. We are not, we don't have no African bloodline other than what the white boy have. We was born to slaves. Nobody else was done that. And nobody else was done how those people was done. Now look at us. Why are we better in sports than anybody? Why are we born with this body and this physique? Because they strategically say, put this with that. Look how fine she is. Look how big she is. Put them two together. Make him sleep with his mama. Make him sleep with his sister. Make him breed with his auntie. Boy, that's a fine there. Boy, we need plenty more like him. Where'd you get that from? Look at his mama. Come here, give me a gal. Come here, heifer. Look at her. Now come here. Come look at the boy right here. Ooh wee. You think you just like the dogs? And it was paperwork on these niggas. Who they was bred, who bought them, who owned them, how they died. All this is documents. So no, not only did they take the body and breed them, they took the minds. We gotta develop a system that these niggas don't come to our house at nighttime and cut our throats. How can we take these niggas off the chains like we do the horses? We gotta break these niggas like we break horses. And they created a system to do that. We're gonna make this woman make sure this boy won't ever stand up and talk back like we had to kill his uncle.
You had that book that talked about that.
Yeah, I've read a lot of books. The Jews wasn't done like this. Ain't nobody been done like this here, and it still go on today. They still fucking our minds. They took our minds. We are walking empty. We like walking dead people. They tell us what we like. Why you think all of us wear Michael Jordan tennis shoes? All of us got Gucci belts. Why you think we all do the exact same thing like robots? All of our women got eyelashes. None of them don't do it. None of them don't do it. None of us don't do nothing. None of us have separated from the pack.
They're black women in different cultures.
All right. Hold on 1 second. All right. They paid to put Keith in the big box. They say get Keith get Law out of the big box. Okay. Here you go.
Okay. May I please?
Go ahead.
I was.
Yeah,
let me, and I'm gonna be real quick because QL was all emotional. I think she was triggered by Corey calling the country of his father a shithole country. But let me go ahead and just say this. First and foremost, one of the things during slavery that was paramount for slave catchers and slave owners to do was to mix up people, mix them up. One of the reasons why hate.
Damn.
Yoshi, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Yoshi, they got you again. Yoshi, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yoshi, they got you again. Come back.
Was that Potts? Hold on. Was that Potts? Potts say drop a diamond? Oh,
Wait,
Lord.
you know Potts ain't paying that much.
I don't know, diamond. Potts said he be feeling bad. Potts said drop a diamond. I don't know. Yoshi, I think it's
that
Potts.
much.
I think it's Potts.
Why he got this again? Potts ain't paying that much.
I don't know, David. How he know she was finna get dropped again,
I know what I'm talking about. Potts ain't
let me screenshot this, man. I gotta screenshot this. I gotta.
Woo! Yoshi, I'm so sorry. Yoshi.
She about to go off.
That to the video. It's a harsh reality, but that shit is true. But let me say this. In Jamaica and in Caribbean countries, the sugar farms were the harshest of conditions. Their bodies, when they dug those bodies up, or when you can dig those bodies up, they had ligaments that separated from their bodies. The lifespan of people working sugar farms was short. However, what he's saying is correct. What they did here in America, it was breeding farms. Farms. That's why if you ever do your DNA, you have, like, if you are a true foundational Black American, or if you're a true Black American that's been here a long time and you can trace your lineage back, you have Mali, you have Ghana, you have all these different things that they say that is in your DNA. Because
hold on, Yoshi said in the comments,
different people.
Hold on, King. Yoshi said in the comments, the Haitians were never meant to live past 25. They were meant to work to death. Good morning, Miss Blessing.
The Haitians stood up.
What?
The Haitians,
whoa. What the fuck?
The Haitians stood up.
That's what Yoshi said.
The Haitians stood up,
lady.
What do she like?
Hold on. The Haitians the only ones that revolted against slavery and freed multiple. They freed the whole Hispaniola continent. What the fuck?
And they made them pay for it. And they made them.
Yes, that's why they suffer to this
day.
They
still paying.
They currently pay today
for that.
Right.
They still paying today.
Good morning, Diamond. Can I say something really quick?
Morning, go
because
ahead.
I recall Hink stating a fact up here for once that the Caucasian people are 10% of the entire world, right? But we often hear about the global majority, and it's like the oppression Olympics because we haven't recognized our power as a people as the global majority. I'm starting to think the global majority, quote unquote, is a talking point because every time we talk about other communities across the world, it's like the oppression Olympics. So if the global majority can't get it together and work together, then it's just a talking point. Listen to how we talk versus how they talk. And they're over here colonizing every Black space there is, every continent there is. So let's start talking about the global majority, not as if it's the oppression Olympics, but how we can get it together. Because other than that, it's just a talking point.
And I'm not gonna lie, I agree with you here, kid. But you know what I think the majority is? The poverty. The people that ain't millionaires, ain't rich. That's the majority. It's like the 1% rules and control everything. Why people at the bottom taking orders from people at the top? This world should be free as Potts be speaking, but we all sitting here fucking listening to motherfuckers that's like laying back, kicking their feet up and shit. Like, we the majority. And that's where the real connection come in. Why we not on the same level? I don't care if you Black, white, whatever you want to consider yourself. Yellow, orange, green, purple, brown. The 1% controls everything. That's the fucked up part.
I want to say this right quick. I'm glad Hellkick, because I'm glad you came up and said that, because I wanted to say that because it happens all the time. That a lot of Black folk will get up on these panels and argue and compare experience with white supremacy. There's no comparison. Every melanated country and individual on this planet had to deal with colonialism. The only two countries that fought against slavery and won was Ethiopia. Ethiopia never been conquered and never got colonized on the continent of Africa. Haiti, 50,000 slaves revolted and bankrupt France. Napoleon went insane and bankrupt France. They pushed him so much to the brink. How you think the United States gained the territory of Louisiana? He had to sell that motherfucker because he was getting his ass whooped. And then, guess what? Did you know Chicago was a black city ran by a Haitian immigrant? It was an outpost city where Haitians were sending goods like what China, Japan, and Korea do. They send money back home. It was an outpost city where they sent money there to build up where black folk can come from the South and come up there and rebuild. That's what we should be talking about. The positive side of different histories that we overcame the systematic racism, but y'all want to argue about who got the worst brand of it. That's insane. And you gotta look at this too, like this as well. God darn it. As black people, the issue is we don't circulate our dollar and we don't know how to communicate with each other. It's always got to be our gotcha moment. Or, oh, you wrong here, you wrong there. A lot of y'all have factual points. The issue is you're not going to always be right. The thing about it is, y'all come up when people come up here and got to speak about like how black people being lazy and whatever. You got black Americans out here that do what they got to do. Yes, you got some that live off the system, but we got our own communities. When they spoke about Myrtle Beach, when they was harassing those Black Bike Week, guess what they did? They moved right to Atlantic Beach. They moved to Atlantic Beach. That's north of Myrtle Beach. It's a historically black town and beachfront. You know what they started doing? Myrtle Beach started complaining, talking about they city council like, we losing money this year. What's going on? Because you ran the black folk off. Did you know they started sending folks up to Atlantic Beach and started harassing them folks? Had ops go up there, got there starting little fucking fights, disrupting the community in Atlantic Beach. That's what they do. And they had in the news talking about, oh man, Atlantic Beach, they had a disaster, 19 people injured. And come to find out, they were sending folks up there to disrupt because they had 400,000 black folk there bringing money to Atlantic Beach, bringing in money. That's what they do. They disrupt us. And America was the world's largest breeder state. That was all facts. They treated black women like cows. It was a breeder state. Even 100 years, God darn it, past the slavery trade, transatlantic slave trade, they still were breeding out black people like animals. So that's one of the reasons why I have no interest toward YT woman. Because I know the history. I know what's done to our people. Good or bad, I like my melanin women. Because the history is real. And it's systematic right now. That's why when you come here, we as black people, we know what's going on. Why you think they come to y'all, when y'all come over here, oh, don't go over there and hang with them. They nothing but riffraff. No, they don't want you to come over here because we know how their asses are. We gonna point their ass out. Then then a couple years later, then they gonna catch y'all ass tripping, and then y'all gonna come over here, man, you was right. Them white folk out there, I tried to start a business, y'all was right. Yeah, we told you from the get-go. You ran your ass over there, they'll get your ass caught up. We know how they are.
Is he finished or he got a phone call? Which one it is? He was talking long. Yoshi, I don't know what you got against Haitians, but yeah, you know something that Island Dick.
He on mute.
Yeah, cause that shit crazy. Like live to 25. No, I mean, yeah, I don't even know where you get that from in historical facts. Cause you got to remember, Haitians slaughtered. They slaughtered their in captives, enslavers, slaughtered them. So I don't know what the hell you talking about. Live to 25. Where you got that shit from? Like that shit there. Nah, I think you done had too much white cum shot in your eye. You ain't seeing the true facts. Hey, and QL, see what I said? My daddy called Haiti a shithole himself. He got property there. So he calls it a shithole. I ain't never been there. But
But
they
why is
broke
it
in
a
this
shithole,
place.
though, Corey?
So
Now I
Explain it.
will
Why
say
is it
this.
a
I will
shithole?
say this, Corey.
shit, I don't know.
I've never seen Haitian, Haiti before. I've never seen that. You the first. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause Haitians, baby, they stick together. You ain't
I'm
finna
not,
talk about.
but Dara, I'm
Everybody
not
sticks
speaking.
together
I'm
except for
not
us.
speaking. I'm not speaking from my personal point. I'm speaking from what that nigga say. Like this is stuff
And
that
why is
he
it a
done
shithole,
told me
Corey, is the point.
personally. What?
Why is it a shithole? That's the point.
Oh,
Why?
all right. Listen, they sell their own stuff out over there. Also, don't
It's
act
not
like
why,
them.
Corey. Stop
Hold
that.
on. Yeah, no. Damn. How you gonna ask me a question then don't want me to answer?
Your
I'm
answer was
trying to tell you.
bullshit.
I'm trying to tell you why. Some of those presidents that were in place sold them out. When the ones like the last one that was in place, when he was trying to do his thing and empower them, they unalived him. They assassinated him. John Patron,
Why though? By
Aristide,
whose
Duvalier,
orders?
all them people. Like, let's
But
be for real.
Corey, who
Corey.
assassinated? Who had him? Did that like
Oh, the French and the
exactly?
Americans, the
So white
CIA. What
people.
about it?
So
We
white
know that.
people. Haiti,
So
Haiti,
what's
Haiti,
that?
Haiti is like that because of white people. Is the answer. That's all you need to say. It's not because they're own and because they sold off their own. It's because of white people. Simple. Stop that bullshit.
No, it's because man, they got gangs right now running rampant over there.
Who is feeding the game?
And they're funded by white supremacy. They're funded by outside government entities. Yes, they are. They are funded by CIA,
y'all
the
foolish to believe
alphabet. They
that.
are funded by that.
Y'all foolish to believe that if y'all believe
It's poverty, bro. They're trying to survive.
right.
And who got them there? White people. They're just trying to live.
Listen, you can cut off your continent and leave it for what it is right now. You don't have to allow other races on your island, your land, whatever the case may be. Why can't they control your own shit? They got the rarest metal on this planet because that asteroid that landed over there, China been digging that shit up, stealing the raw materials from over there. Who allowed it? Y'all gotta realize you can't allow somebody to come. That's like what they just did to Venezuela. Went over there and they did it for what BP did.
But Corey,
they stole it back.
And
BP wasn't giving the people nothing.
Corey, did they not have to repay for revolution, for fighting to be free? Did they not get again? We not gonna sit here and play like we don't know the powers that be. The 1% that you was just talking about fund these coups. Those who are the people that are funding these coups.
But the coup is by your own people, though, Dad. It be the people that look just like you.
We're not saying that that's not true. We understand that, but who is funding it? Who is pushing it?
I wouldn't care who funding it. That means take their money and say fuck you.
Corey,
take their money, take their weapons and say fuck you. That's what you're supposed to do.
Corey, you look at any historical movement. You look at any group that try to build on their own and become self-sufficient. They always find the weak-minded to infiltrate and disrupt. Why you think you hear the old saying, stop inviting everybody to the barbecue? Because you got black folk on here just because a white person can dance. Oh, they invited. You don't invite everybody. And those same Negroes that want to be welcoming, you kick them out too. Why you think Harriet Tubman will unalive a sucker that, I think I'm better off going back? No, you not. You going back in there, you go in this damn swamp. That's where you about to go, this swamp forever. Because goddamn it, you always have your own that will sell you under the table, thinking they gonna get something. And why you think in integration? Let me say this right quick, bro. Why I'm trying to get you to understand. Why you think integration? When integration first started, they was talking about the sharing, equal sharing of the tax money. Because how are you black and you live in the same city and you ain't getting the same equal justice with tax money? It wasn't about leaving your neighborhoods to eat with them motherfuckers. It's about the taxes. I pay taxes in this city. I need sidewalks. I need light poles. I need clinics. I need good education centers. It wasn't about leaving your community. Because we already had our shit. They go there, they sit there, they some weak ass Negroes around King. Hey, look, we could change the narrative here. We can get more with this if you change the wording. He should have never changed his wording. It wasn't about leaving your community. It's about integration of funds.
So, Jordan, mom, you up here to say?
Good morning. I don't like to do the over talking, but good morning. I wanted to expand a point that Hellcat made. I think that it is so important sometimes to know your own history. So for this conversation, I'm going to use one of the greatest military strategists of the world, Shaka Zulu. He was the illegitimate son of a chief. And he took over when his father died, even though his mother and him were ostracized. This man studied every enemy that he ever came across. For every enemy that he came across, he took something from them that was good and infused it into his own defense of his people. I want to explain something to you all. If you would do your historical research and take a look at how regiments are set up in America, how our U.S. Army and Navy, Air Force, and Marines are set up, you will see a striking comparison to how Shaka Zulu set up his tribe. Once upon a time, the people who fought, they had regiments that were done by clan, by family, by name association. He did away with all of that. He said, we're going to put people together by age, and then we're going to put them together by skill level. And they're going to sleep together. They're going to eat together. They're going to build a bond that helps them when it's time to fight. He also had a tactic he used. I think they call it the bullhorn. Well, whenever they would fight anybody, in the open space, his people would always approach shaped like a rectangle. That was their formation. But when they give the word to charge from the flanks, they would go around like the horns of a bull and encircle the opponent so that the opponent doesn't stand a chance. You can't escape. The only thing you can do is retreat because now they're approaching you from all sides. This was brilliant. There's something to be said about Hellkit's perspective. Brown people are the majority in the world. And I think that Shaka Zulu proved that one man with one mission, when you think out the strategy, you can overtake almost anything. He was the most powerful leader of the continent at his time. But do you know what happened to him? His own brothers unalived him. His own brothers. The other problem I blame on Shaka Zulu, the military mind that he had, he didn't trust anyone enough to share with them how he did the things that he did so it could continue in his absence. He was so afraid that other people weren't smart enough or didn't understand that he didn't share. That's the problem we have as a community. We hoard information and we don't share it with one another. I get it, because even when you do share, you come up against people like his brothers who always want to tear down the information that's being put out instead of taking the time to absorb it. If it doesn't apply to you, let it go. But why are we the ones to tear down everything put forth by our own people? Why don't you take that energy and tear down what the opposition is doing? Why don't you hate on them the way you hate on your own people? It's counterproductive. And if we haven't seen anything in our lifetime, haven't we seen the cost of our own people arguing with our own people? Why can't we simply do better? What do you gain from simply being the opposition to every single thing? What is the purpose? You're the impediment to progress. We have to get away from that mindset. Let me go sit down.
Good point. That's why I always say I think we should unalive the people, our allies that align with the enemy first. They should be the first ones to go.
Well, damn, pickle.
Hey, it's like shit. You got to get rid of the cancers inside the circle first, and then.
I agree, Pickle, because a lot of our ancestors that fought the good fight, they did that. They got rid of them. Because even now, I repeat it again, not everybody's invited to the barbecue. We don't care about your dancing. We don't care about you rapping. We don't care.
It ain't the fact of people being invited to the barbecues, because actually most of the people in the barbecue gonna stab you in your back anyway. So how the hell do
That's
y'all
why you get
determine?
rid of them.
Hold on, that because I ain't cut nobody
He
off.
went right
How
to
the
it.
hell? How the hell y'all know who gonna stab you in the back first? How the hell y'all know who down and who not? This shit y'all be talking is crazy. All you can do is align yourself with like-minded people and move in the way y'all align yourself to move. That's all the fuck you can do. Black people is not a monolith. Everybody ain't gonna come together. Let's be realistic. Y'all.
Corey,
Kenny just tried to
Corey,
say
you just
that
did
motherfucker
exactly what
got
she said. You literally,
You exactly what Jordan Mom
Listen,
said.
hold on. I
you
did what
just
I
let her get out
wanted
the
to
box a
do.
good 5 minutes.
I didn't shit on nobody. They talking about let's knock everybody off. So you might end up knocking somebody off that's really down. Ain't shitting on nothing. I'm saying align yourself with like-minded people and move together. How did I shit on something, Dad? I didn't do shit, she said.
Cause,
Y'all niggas be hearing what the fuck y'all want to hear.
But
That shit didn't make
because
no
we know
sense.
man said,
because
boss
most
man said everybody don't need to be at the picnic. And then
Right.
your response was, shit, why no matter who at the picnic, because the people at the picnic go, that you literally, this you tearing your people down.
I didn't.
because
He's
people are
talking
like
about
mine.
unalive. I'm asking him, how do you know? That's what I'm asking. Because even Rick
And
said that shit. So how you know? He's talking about the people that's dancing like white people. If you see a white guy that can dance, hold on, boss man, for a second. Give me a second. He was speaking on like they're not invited to the picnic. So he's talking about the white guys that could dance and stuff. No, we're not gonna let them into this circle. Rick talking about, okay, we still need to knock the ones off that do X, Y, and Z, even though they look like us. So my whole thing to both of them is, how the fuck y'all know who's ally and who's not? I'm not doing shitting on shit. If y'all gonna just say we gonna knock, y'all gonna end up first person that feel like y'all don't trust them.
Don't worry about it, Corey. You're gonna be the first person they knock off. Don't worry about it. You the first person they're gonna knock off,
Corey.
bitch.
Right. They ain't gonna be around the Keith. I'm gonna be over there with the white people.
Corey, here's the thing. You'll find out because, like to what you said, a like mind. People like mind, that's who's gonna form the group first. Then you allow people in. Over time, you're gonna have a few that slip in, and when you catch their ass, you boot them out or you take them out. It all depends on what you call them doing. Everything you bring up, some gonna slip through. It's just like a virus in your body. Something gonna slip through. When you find that summer gun, you eliminate it. But people like mine, that's how groups start. You gotta find people like mine. That's common sense. So a lot of times you be playing with words. Goddamn, the issue is, when somebody slip in, you get their ass out. Come on, man.
But that's not that simple, boss man. A person can hold on 1 second. A person can slip in, get y'all plans, and be out right then and there. You would never know, boss man. You would never know.
Okay, first thing is we have to know our history. Over 40% of the world's sugar came from Haiti, right? 40% of the world. Their economy was booming like crazy, but the French was taking all the money and putting Haitians in debt. If that money was given to Haitians, then Haiti would still be one of the richest countries on earth, period. Just like they're doing Africa, they're taking the raw materials and then processing it in other places and then charging Africans and paying them almost nothing. If you look at Burkina Faso, that's a prime model, as in when you kick people out and you do for self, the impact you can have. We in America, we need to do business with each other. We need to marry each other. We need to understand each other. The black man and the black woman need to respect each other. When we can get that down, we'll come up as a people extremely fast. Atlanta is such an anomaly in America because Atlanta is a place where a black-owned business can prosper doing business amongst black people. However, everybody just can't come to Atlanta. You have to make this same model in other places. Everywhere that we are, we need to start doing business amongst each other. And we have trucks and truckers that can ship supplies to other areas. So if we can understand that, and I'm not saying don't do business with other people. I'm saying do business with us first. I'm saying that understand that Gucci, my one of my favorite clothing is what is it, boss man? You know, One of my favorite clothing is that silky feeling material that Versace. I love the way it feels, but I've
Space with your that
that's
sort of open up for you.
Versace, but I'll switch from Versace to just wearing dry weave because it feels almost the same, and I just don't want to keep supporting a high end people that don't do anything for us. If black people stop supporting Hennessy, it would go out of business. But name me one school that has computers sponsored by Hennessy. Name me one anything where they're trying to help us. Can we understand that? And for goodness sake, if they're not doing anything for us, please just stop spending your money with them. I mean, why is that so hard to understand? If you go into a store and they treat you like crap, don't go in that store. I mean, why? When you see black-owned business, then go in there. If you have a complaint, talk to the people, talk to the manager, get him to understand what's going wrong so the place can do better by you so the business don't go out of business. Come on, people. We are so much stronger together, and we got to show love with each other. I mean, to sit and say, well, we can't. We can. Yes, we're going to have opposition, some outside of us, some in the middle of us, but that can't stop us. We got to come up and we got to start working together. And it starts with the black family. Love y'all. God bless.
Because the thing about it is, we got our own seamstress and tailors. You can make your own brand. Like the money you spend on the Gucci, Versace, them folk really don't like you. Go study the history. They don't like you. We could make our own brand. We could find a seamstress somewhere or a tailor, invest in them to make your whole wardrobe and make your own brand. So when you go out, hey, what you wearing? This is such and such made by such and such from my neighborhood. You know, we can invest in our own people.
That's not what they want though. That's not what they want. They want to be in the latest and the greatest. And that's and that trend is set by the white people. Now we might make it popular, but they gonna put it out and they gonna make the money from it. But you know, black folks want to be in the latest and greatest.
Somebody say, "Get it out, Keith."
Yeah, I'm trying to get my food down. Sorry.
If I go make a purse out of a chip bag and put dab on it, y'all gonna talk. Louis Vuitton gonna make a bag out of a chip bag and put LV on it. Y'all gonna go run and buy that shit for $1,000.
No, I'm gonna tell you how to work.
You're doing what she just said. You're doing what she just said.
Let me tell you how that works. Dab, hold on. Let me tell you how that works. The more people that have your merchandise, the more it will be influenced to other people. It has to be popular. It has to be popular.
No, it don't. It just gotta say LV on it. It just gotta say Birkin bag on it. It ain't gotta be popular. It ain't even gotta exist. For example, the fake bag going around about the damn plastic the plastic grocery bag, talking about it was a Balenciaga, and everybody, like when I say there was thousands of videos made about this bag that wasn't even true, just because it said blah. See, I can't even say that shit. That's how my budget. That's how broke I am. But anyway, Balenciaga.
You don't think, Dab, that you don't think that your brand has to be popular? You don't think? I'm sorry. You don't think influence matters?
Yes, it is. So
no, not with those brands. No, not with LV. Not y'all already gave them influence.
Yes, LV and Birkin is popular. What do you mean? They're popular.
Oh, why is it popular?
Because they built because they are wide. It's a widely known brand. It's a popular brand. It's a widely known brand. Now, if we talked about the quiet luxury, then I could say, okay, that's not a widely known brand, because there is quiet luxury where things cost thousands and upon thousands of dollars that we couldn't even imagine. But those popular brands, those poor people brands that those rich people call the poor people brands, like Gucci and Louis Vuitton and all that stuff, it's popular.
It's popular because they price that shit out your goddamn range, and
Exactly.
y'all want to go get
Oh
it
my
because
god.
you want to feel special. You want to feel like I got. That's why that shit is popular. You want to put
I'm not
yourself
saying
on the
why it's
plateau.
popular. I'm
Hold
just
on,
saying
Keith.
it's
Damn,
popular.
did I cut you off, Keith? Like, can you be fair right now? Can you be fair?
Mhm.
This is it. Right. I'm crying. Right, Rick. I'm crying. The thing about it is, black people want to feel special. They want to feel like they shitting on the rest. They want to feel like they separated themselves. That's why they go out to shit like that. It ain't because the brands got notoriety. They didn't have notoriety when niggas was buying them. A lot of niggas ain't even know what Burberry was. They jumped on the scene like early 2000s when they got it. I remember when Lacoste, or ever how y'all want to pronounce that shit, was that little alligator on the shirt was being sold in Kmart back in the 80s. And niggas, there was a black brand. Niggas didn't buy it. Now all of a sudden that white people control it and then price that shit out your fucking range, you want it. Niggas didn't want to go to school with that little alligator on their shirt. Like, let's be realistic here. When the nigga price it outside your range, then you fucking want it.
Prime example.
So they still sell Lacoste at Kohl's. Just let you know, they still sell
That's
Lacoste at
bootleg. That's the
Kohl's.
defective shit.
They still sell Lacoste at Kohl's,
That's the
and
defective shit.
they
And Ross and TJ Maxx.
exactly.
That's the
So they still
defective
sell those
shit.
stuffs there. They still sell those stuff. Ever. Burberry has been a brand forever. Louis Vuitton has been a brand forever. Like, it may be stuff that y'all didn't know about, but they were known. And the reason why, and then I don't even like to say the reason why wealthy people are not wearing that stuff anymore is because now it's
Because y'all wear it.
huh?
Because y'all wear it. Because we wear it.
Exactly.
Forgot it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dad. I didn't want to say it, but thank you, Dad.
Point. It was never for us. But because go ahead, Diamond.
Because black people are wearing it. That's why.
Yes.
It was never for us.
Right.
But when we got little dollars and we could afford it, we started to wear it. We started to be
Ran
like,
to it.
if you ain't got this, then you ain't this. And if you don't got this, then you don't look like this. We started making the shit popular for us. So again, if I went and made a bag, multiple bags, the same look, same everything, and put dab on it, y'all wouldn't fuck with it.
I wanna let y'all know, and all y'all that named all the bootleg ass stores, Kohl's and all these other stuff, like, they have a rating of clothes, like, that go to the outlet stores, that go to the Kohl's, that go to the Marshalls, that go to the Ross. They have a rating. So if the shirt don't fit that rating, they put it in certain, they separate it like that. So it might be defected in the way that it is.
You talking about, nigga? You just be arguing to be arguing. It's still the fucking brand. What the fuck is you talking about?
Yeah, you got a defective ass shirt that was discounted, and that's why your ass think you balling out of shit.
You get on my motherfucking nerve.
Nah, what? I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. You don't like my.
Wasn't even the point, Corey. The point was that those brands are still available in those places. The point is that those brands were always popular and will always be popular, right? But the is what Dab is saying. The problem is this. The problem is this. When we gain a little bit of money, we run to those brands and then we look down on other people that can't get those things or don't have those things. And if you want to know where the shift happened at, the shift happened in probably the 90s, where all the music was saying, oh, I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that. Because before that, I don't remember hearing music that's saying how much shit that they had on.
And you know what else crazy, Keith? Like he just said, them bootleg stores. The fact that if I tell somebody I bought my...
Hold on, wait 1 second. Just like, for example, they just had, I guess they just dropped some type of watch, not the AP watch, but I guess it's a different, it's supposed to be a different brand. It's supposed to be a less expensive AP watch.
AP and the smarts.
It's only $300 now.
It was a mix of an AP.
Did y'all see how many people was lined up and those folks could not get those watches? Did y'all see? Listen, they was lined up like Nike and Jordans had to drop some new shoes.
But
And there was 14% and 14% turnout for the in Georgia for the primary. 14%.
But hold on, Keith. To what Diamond just brought up and what I was about to say, the fact that what Corey called the stores like Marshall, TJ Maxx, all them bootleg stores. If I go and say I bought my whatever name brand shit out of Marshalls, people gonna still look down on me, be like, oh, you ain't got the real shit, you ain't got the good shit, right? For example, when them AP swatches,
Corey just did when he said that the stuff was defective.
Exactly. Hold on, no, Corey, let me finish. Just like with them AP and them swatch, them merging together and doing that watch, all the people, the rich people, whoever got them AP watches, they had a fit. Lost their fucking minds online and whatever, was mad because now broke people can afford what they got. Even though it wasn't even the same watch when that all boiled down to it, but they showed they could. But because people like me and whoever else could now maybe afford that watch, they lost their minds. They don't want the shit no more. It's beneath them. And
I was something else now. Watch.
Very easy to Google and research black-owned businesses and clothing
you
stores
did
like
have a fit, Pastor. I don't
right.
know what the fuck you been watching, but they definitely had a fit. They definitely
right now
they don't want the shit no more.
The percentage of black clothing designers that has arisen on Amazon is went up, but a lot of people don't look it up. A lot of times, people always focus on what's big, but don't look at the history behind it. You look at what's big, but there's a lot of black folk out here making moves with their own watches, their own clothes. It's just that a lot of times people don't like take that finger of theirs and look it up. People don't like to research. There's some nice products out here that's created by us.
Pastor Mama, get my name off your fingertips. It must feel good to you.
There is
a bunch of football players.
There is an app that this girl created that can take you to all the anything that you could think of. Anything that you could think of, you can go on her app. It's like an Amazon app, but it's not Amazon, but it's made by this black girl. Anything you can think of, you can find that's black owned. And they will deliver it to your house, just like Amazon.
Good app. Right, that's a good app. I'm gonna look up the name now, wait a minute.
See, back in my days, right, y'all used to rock the Dooney and Birch as women. Y'all used to have the little pocketbooks with the duck on it. Now all of a sudden it got to be Gucci and Louis and shit like that. See, y'all will build up a brand and shit on it later or whatever the case may be. Y'all don't fuck with the Michael Kors no more. Y'all don't pick at people who got MK on their pocketbook.
They definitely
y'all do that shit.
If you got Michael Kors, they gonna pick at you. They gonna
right.
Yeah.
But y'all make brands hike up their prices because y'all flock to them, buy them in a boat. You know, y'all get them. Y'all do that shit. I'm not that type of nigga. I ain't gonna lie. I barely shop. All I do is buy me one pair of tennis shoes a year, and I don't even wear them shits. Y'all, I have on flip flops and socks.
Come on.
And my flip flops come from Walmart. They got and one on them. I ain't on that name brand shit. They got and one on them motherfuckers. So I ain't like you niggas.
Good morning, everyone. I just got a quick question. Does anybody know what happened to, I think it was like in Atlanta, where there was supposed to be like a black car brand that was supposed to happen? Does anybody know what happened to that person or what happened to that brand?
No, it's still there. It's still there. The EV on it. I can take the brand name.
Oh, because I haven't heard it in a while. I thought they were supposed to do something, but I don't know. I just didn't hear anything about it.
Okay, can I give y'all a news flash? Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Prada, all them brands y'all talking about, they been high a long time ago before rappers even thought about making songs about those brands. Them brands been selling out before black people was even buying them. They gonna keep on selling out. Black people ain't changed the prices on that stuff. That stuff been high. I've been buying that bullshit since the 90s, the early 90s, 91, 92. It always been high. It ain't nothing changed about that. Y'all be worried about the wrong stuff and saying the wrong stuff. I ain't never seen this much craziness in my life, man. Y'all a trip, man. Y'all a trip.
Nobody said that we made the prices high. We said when people got some money, they went out and bought it. And
Corey said that.
I know the new shit. They out of price that shit. Some of this shit be crazy. How they be putting a $20,000 price tag on some of this shit. Like
they've been like that, Corey.
I know, but all of it wasn't like that. Now, man, we got to be realistic.
Yes, it was, Corey. Yes, it was, Corey. Yes, it was.
Back in the day, them prices have been high. They have been high end back in the day.
They've been there.
The money was.
I was paying $600. No. Listen, you can right now. You can go and get Gucci slip-ons with no shoestrings. The little loafers. They 600 now. They were 690.
Now,
they
man,
still been the same price.
Man, I gotta ask you a question. Before you started doing what you were doing, money to afford it, was you buying that? Was your mama buying it? Was your daddy buying it?
You got to think about what you just asked me. Before you ask me that question, think about what you just said first. Before you ask me that. Could I afford it? How could I buy it if I couldn't afford it? Damn. That don't make sense. Right. If you can't afford it, how can I buy it?
What were you doing? The money you were making when you were able to start buying it, that's why you were starting to buy it. We were talking about regular people going out here running to go buy the shit when that's what I was talking about.
But even so what Dab, I don't understand what you're asking, Manza. I don't understand what you're saying.
Going for that shit until you got the paper.
You couldn't go forward. How could you?
And that's what we're talking.
How can I buy a house if I don't have the money to buy it?
She saying living beyond your means. You could have,
I ain't never lived beyond my means. I always made money. I always been a hustler. I don't make no excuses. I got 5 felonies. I've been in jail for 5 years out of my life, and I don't make not one excuse for nothing. I don't make excuse for me doing what I was doing. I don't make no excuse for me being in no jail. I do not make excuses. I get my ass up every day and make sure shit is going like it's supposed to be, to make sure my generation is behind me. My kids is gonna be straight because of me. For me putting the effort. I'm not making no excuse about nobody holding me back. I'm not making no excuse because I got 5 felonies. I'm not making no excuse because I sat in jail for 5 years. I don't make no fucking excuses about that bullshit. I get my regular ass up.
And Manza, let me ask you a question. Manza, are you blaming the white man?
At all, because the white man ain't do shit to me. I ain't lived in no slavery. My mama didn't live in slavery. My grandmama didn't live in slavery. That's a fucking excuse. I got 5 felonies. Ain't nobody stopping me.
Now hold on. Trump being in the office is an excuse? What the fuck is happening right now is an excuse of what's going on in this
country? Listen. Okay, listen, Dad. Last year before Trump was in office, I was building houses. This year while Trump is in office, I'm still building houses. I just started one the other day. I'm building them. Before Trump was in office, I was renovating people's houses.
Manza, what you're saying, so what Manza is saying is, what I'm assuming Manza is saying is, it don't matter who the fuck in the chair. Manza still gonna do what the fuck Manza got to do.
Exactly. I've been doing this shit a long time, from Obama. Obama was the first time I even noticed who was the president. I didn't even used to look at that bullshit until everybody made a big deal about Obama being the president and they were saying he was black. That's when my wife woke me up and said, you just need to start watching the news. Other than that, I didn't used to watch that bullshit. My mind was focused on getting my family so far out the hole.
It's mighty funny when I say
it's gonna take a
man, hold on. It's mighty funny when I say the same fuck shit that a lot of y'all say up in this box, but then y'all say I'm making excuses. Do we not sit up here every day and talk about the fuck how gas prices are? But because I said and my ass is broke, it's a problem. But if Diamond said it's cool, if Manza say the motherfucking gas prices is high because of Trump, it's okay. But my broke ass say it because I don't got the type of money that they got. I'm making excuses. Y'all so
No
motherfucking
money,
fake and
Deb.
phony
Hold
on this
on. I ain't got no
motherfucking
money.
app.
Deb, I ain't
Nah,
got no money.
fuck
I
that.
ain't
Listen,
got no
Y'all
money.
listen.
Can I
niggas
get?
want to.
Dab,
This is some
dab,
real shit right now.
I ain't got no
No.
money,
Cause
Deb.
y'all
I'm
dab,
gonna do
struggling
that fake
too.
shit every
I'm
day. Y'all so
struggling
fucking
too.
fake and phony on this motherfucking app.
Calm down,
dab. Let
calm
me
down.
say, let
You
me
can't,
say
you
this, let me
can't,
say this, let me
Niggas
say
get up
this,
here and say
dab.
the same fucking shit that I say, and y'all will be like, "Oh, Dad making excuses."
That
Y'all
man
so
on.
fucking phony and want to sit up here and act like y'all really give a fuck. Y'all don't.
Let me say this. It don't matter. It don't matter how high the gas prices get. You still got to have the gas, dab. So which that means you got to do something a little bit harder somewhere else to
do it
count
different.
for that price in the gas. You just got to do something somewhere else a little bit more harder to make up for that little extra little price in the gas. I don't even go price. I don't even check no price on no gas. I don't care if it's $2 or if it's $4. I go to that pump and I pull out 40, that same 40 that everybody talk about, that funky 40, and I put 40 in the gas tank, and I drive that motherfucking 40 till that light come on and it tell me that I need gas again, and I go take that same 40 again and put it right back in there again. I don't be paying no attention because
I think basically, I think what Manzi is saying is, what is the point of us complaining?
we still got to do it.
We still got to do
Diamond, you
it.
still got to
I
get up
don't
every
think.
day.
Yeah,
We,
you still gotta live life. But man, I want to say this right. I looked it up just now, and the bags back Gucci bag in the '90s. I put 1990 precise. They went from $300 to $700. I did it for today's price. It had it from $1,250 to over $4,000. So we do
but
have
you
an inflation.
no, you got to push in which
Somebody
bag,
said
Corey. You
in the
know,
comments,
it's
somebody
about
said in the
Oh, I just
comments,
did general
hold on,
Gucci
wait one
bag.
second. Hold on, Corey. Somebody said in the comments, you got to strategize. It's not complaining. You just got to strategize.
But
Um,
that's the thing, man. Everybody, y'all don't see the flaw in that. You have to go a little bit harder because of something you can't control. Y'all don't see like we good, yeah, you good, we good, I'm good, yeah. But the
no,
people
I'm
who
not
are not,
good. I
they
ain't
don't
good.
have the same. They don't have the same access. They don't have the
Y'all better
same.
stop putting that
I'm
on
not.
that.
Hold on one second. Here's my thing. Here's my thing. I think when y'all be thinking that a lot of people aren't good or whatever the case may be, y'all do understand. Let me just say this. Some of us, we do. Some of us, y'all do. Y'all got to understand. We spend our money the way we want to spend our money. We have options. We got choices, right? Some people spend their money on bullshit instead of spending their money on what's necessary. You know what I'm saying? Some people do. Some people do different with their money, right? So it's like it's all about what you do with your money. That's the thing. It's all about what you do with your money. And then too, like it's if you want certain things out there, yeah, you're gonna have to go a little bit harder. Yeah. Because I wake up every day and be like, I don't know what I wake up every day like I don't know what can happen today or tomorrow. Something can happen today or tomorrow. I don't wake up like I can't lose my job today or tomorrow. My mindset is I could lose my job today or tomorrow. So you know what I do? I stretch this, I stretch that. Let me do over this. Let me do this. Let me do that. I'm not finna do this, so I'm not finna do that. I'm finna close my eyes. My grandma always told me, close your eyes. Sometimes you just gotta close your eyes and just chill out, sit the fuck down. You might can't do this week, or you might can't do that next week, or this and that and the third. Close your eyes, sit the fuck down, save this, do this, that, and the third. Like it's just some things. You know what I'm saying? It's sacrifices, and some people don't want to give up sacrifices.
it's the
Diamond, I
most
told you
important thing.
about creating a budget. You got to have a budget. I promise. I bet you Manson has a budget, whatever he does and what his work. I know I have one. You have to have a budget, but nobody want to do that because it requires discipline, and people
Right.
do not want to practice discipline. They want to live off the seat of pants and then wonder why I don't have nothing in my account, nothing saved up, nothing for in
Okay,
case
I'll
of
take
some
it.
type of emergency fund. None of that. We got to have better discipline about finances and everything in our lives.
The most important thing, and I'm gonna leave y'all with this because you know I like to get down in the bottom down there. The most important thing to be successful is learning how to maximize your time. You cannot be successful if you're sitting on a job for 8 or 10 hours out of a day. You have to learn how to maximize your time. You don't have that much time. They only give us 8 to 10 hours a day because they say you're supposed to sleep 8 hours and all this bullshit. Maximize your time. Stop wasting your damn time in places and on people that don't make no sense. Y'all have a good day.
Hey, Manta, before you go, can I ask you a question? No, dang it.
No, Spicy, he can.
It's
No,
okay.
Spicy. Little Thomas, Spicy. No, Nerdy, he can hear you. He down in the comments. He can hear you.
You can call me Spicy. I just wanted to ask Manta if he can build me a house for $2 and a goat. Look, that's all I got. That's my budget right there. I'm just kidding, but I understand what y'all talking about.
Yeah,
But
you
I
can
know
say the goat. You can say the goat, and you can live up under it.
anyways, I understand what y'all coming from and understanding that when we have to budget, we still gotta work hard, whatnot, and all that. But and people do make their sacrifices, but there's only so much they can do at the same time. Like it's like no matter how much somebody budget or how much they try to sacrifice, it's still not enough. If you get what I mean. Because I still feel like there are people. Don't get me wrong. There are people who are irresponsible when it comes to spending their money and not buying what they're supposed to. But then you also have those people who are doing the things you guys are saying, but then shit happens. Inconvenience happens all the time because that's life. Period. But it's like
nerdy, y'all
Well,
don't
that's
want
why
to
you
hear
got to budget for that.
Y'all,
That's why I
they
said
don't
you have
wanna-
to
they don't
budget for
wanna
that
hear
stuff.
It's just you dirty. When we had the conversation about y'all buying a new car, you have
That's just like y'all.
you
I want
have
to say
reliable
this.
transportation right now.
Hey, good morning, y'all. Hey, Diamond. Let me say this, man. Today my birthday and shit, you know, and I heard y'all was
Birthday
bringing me
pop.
up. Appreciate that, everybody.
Happy
But let me
birthday,
say
Pop.
this.
They're still gonna drop the pot. They're gonna drop you on your birthday. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
thank you,
Drop that
Diamond.
nigga on his birthday.
See,
Drop that nigga on his birthday, y'all.
Y'all can
He
drop me,
ain't
it don't
locked
matter.
up. I
But
see ain't locked up, y'all. Y'all got to go to jail.
let me
CA don't reach this limit.
let me
Y'all got
just
to go
say
to
this.
jail.
See, we mixing two
Send it
things
down your
together.
money gun.
Striving to get the things you want, like you said, Diamond, and striving to survive is two different things. So we're conflating the two issues that's going on in this America that we in the world, period. That's why it sounds good when people, say, well, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, work a little harder and do this. But if they keep changing the parameter of what it takes to become successful, then you never can get there. And so we're having this conversation about the way we've been treated by the oppressor, and we're trying to, like I say, navigate a crooked system. If let me ask you this, okay? Say that you got $10, right? And $10 can buy 10 items. But now that same $10 can only buy 3 items. So you're telling me, well, go out and work harder so you can still get the 10 items. That don't make sense. That don't make sense. But people think it makes sense because they say, well, they use these fancy words, inflation, capitalism, and all these things. But at the end of the day, all of it is based on making you struggle to survive and stay distracted. But people don't get that. They don't get it, man. And this shit is just baffling me. People come up, yeah, you got your big monies and all this, but at the end of the day, none of that shit means nothing because we all the same. And then every time you get somewhere, they tear your shit down. They tear it down. I.e. example, Black Wall Street. People say, oh, that's the past. How is it the past? It's only 100 years ago. I'm half that. That's not that distant past like people want to say. So we got to look at, just like right now, they got a whole mall in China that's nothing but luxury items, nothing but luxury goods, Prada, Louis Vuitton, and all this. And it's exactly the same as the original. And they can't stop them because China makes everything. Right now, it's a big old problem going on globally because they cannot stop the Chinese from duplicating all these Louis Vuittons because they got the original material.
They can't stop the Chinese because, well, let me just say this. They went to China. China makes everything. China has a lot of factories. Turkey has a lot of factories. What's the other? It's a couple of other places has the factories. So they went over there. Their vendors are from them. When China seen how they was coming selling, giving them for a certain price and coming over here to America and selling it for X amount of dollars, China, it took them a long time to catch on. It took them a long time to catch on, but them motherfuckers been on and popping. I want to say the last 10 years, they've been on and popping. They done stopped the game so much to the point where now you can directly go to them. Like you, instead of paying $700, $800 for a wig, you can go directly to China and get the same $700-800 wig for $250.
You can do it with furniture too.
But damn it,
and that's my
you gotta
point.
Furniture
realize
too.
this name brand stuff like those pocketbooks, they don't have no resale. Yes, you can get it from China, but they're gonna stay in your collection forever. You can't resell. Why? Because even though China makes it, they ship it from over there to Switzerland somewhere where they put serial numbers, barcode, and anything in those purses, and then stamp they seal on them and say it was made here. Then ship that shit to America.
It's been longer than 10 years. It has been longer than 10 years. Here's my thing. It's been longer than 10 years, but being that social media is so popular, like if y'all pay attention, y'all got to pay. Look at TikTok Shop. Look at TikTok Shop. China, them putting all type of shit on TikTok Shop. You can get the Hermes. It's a lot of knockoff luxury goods on TikTok Shop coming from China. It's a lot of knockoff luxury goods are on Amazon coming from China.
But are they really knockoffs? Who say they knockoffs?
Well, let me say this. It's a possibility. Here's the thing. It's a possibility. All of it ain't knockoff because guess what? It's coming from the same supplier. It's just that over here, everybody's so big on the name and they're big on, okay, it's not real, it's not fake, it's not real, it's not fake. Because Louis Vuitton told China, okay, we want you to make our products for us, but we want you to put this type of serial number in it, right? We want you to put this type of serial number in it so that way they'll be able to know the real from the fake, right? So what China said, okay, we're going to do that. We're going to do business with y'all or whatever. Boom, 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 boom. China said, oh, so wait, we selling these bags to y'all for $60, $30 a pop? And you mean to tell me you over there in America selling the same bag for $3,500, $2,500 with the same serial number? Oh, okay. So now we're going to take that same serial number. We're going to do this. China done backhanded a lot of people. China done backhanded a lot of people. They said, fuck that shit. Huh?
They forget. Remember this. I'm going to add to what you're saying. Remember when, after COVID shutdown hit, a lot of American companies and the government officials was bashing China. What China did? China said, oh, y'all want to do this? They released information on all the designers that got contracts with Chinese factories. And everybody like, oh, that's a lie. That's not true. They're like, no, it's not a lie. They released all that contractual information showing that Gucci, Louis Vuitton came straight from them.
Everybody love capitalism till it comes to China.
Because we used to hit up Canal Street back in the early 2000s.
It's just like one of my homies in Mississippi used to go up there on Ralph Abernathy up there to the swap meet and get all the stuff, bring it back to Mississippi. And he was balling. And then they came in and shut him down, gave him a federal case. My boy Fred Bush, you know what I'm saying? And when you think about it, it's like, okay, well, you can do it. You didn't win and colonialize the world with your capitalism, because this is part of y'all earlier conversation as well. You came in, you've colonialized everything, capitalism, you put a price on it, and then you use psychology to sell it to the Negro. They got videos about it from 1954, how to sell to the Negro. The Negro likes things prestigious. The Negro likes things that cost a lot. The Negro likes things that everyone else can't buy. So when Dab said what she said, she was right. They put it out of your reach just for you to strive for it. And then once it gets popular within our community, it goes global, because we are the culture globally. We are the culture globally. So we got to just take a look back, man, and really see what's going on. Like, we fucked up, man. We fucked up, man.
Like y'all don't even see like how
you ain't
that's the
Haitian.
issue. Like even just
I don't have to be Haitian, Corey, to
even
understand
just
what
getting
happened. Without the Haitian,
even
without
just
that
getting
Haitian
the knockoff
pushback.
brands, like
Joking,
why
it was a
would you
joke.
want to
Nah,
have the
shut up.
knockoff brands? Like you don't need to have my. What I'm saying is
Man,
this,
my
right?
mama's so close. Like she say, a 5-pocket jean is a 5-pocket jean. That's what my mama say. A 5-pocket jean is a 5-pocket
Go
jean
talk on your
until you
birthday.
put your name on it. It's just like with FUBU. It's just like with Apple Bottom. What happened? Oh, Nelly sold Apple Bottom. All they did was shelved it. But Apple Bottom was striving. It was a bomb-ass brand, but they didn't want them to succeed. Same thing with Kanye West. They don't want you to succeed in this world because you're under their thumb. Come on, man. Y'all better stop trying to use money to measure everything. Money is not the end with all. Come on, man.
Hey, Pop, when China put them brands on blast, that shit was funny as hell. People were doing memes and TikTok content, throwing their shit in the dumpster. They was in denial. People were really mad. They were like, that's a lie. That's a lie. People were really mad that you paid $5,000. And when them contracts got released by China and Taiwan, Indonesia, folks was really in denial. And I was laughing.
But the issue is this for me is even if you buy in the knockoff or buying the real brand, you're still promoting the brand. Like, why are we still even looking to promote the brand, even if it's a knockoff?
Saying where you drink Hennessy is good.
But what I'm saying is the only reason it's considered now, I understand poor quality can be considered a knockoff
Hold on, y'all. They want me to, hold on, y'all. They want me to play a video. Hold on, y'all. I gotta play this video. I forgot. It's so many videos they sent me. Hold on. Let me play this video.
I'm tired of the Democrat Party making bitches out of our women and pussies out of our men. I'm tired of it. I'm tired. I've had enough of it. I've had enough of it. The man needs to stand up and be a man. Stand up and take back our community. Stand up and tell the truth. And Al Sharpton needs to go. He needs to be off television tomorrow. He needs to go. You look at the children that are suffering. Ain't got no daddy. And watching mama and some nigga she dragged in off the street having sex because all they got is that one room. And the daughter's watching, a 3-year-old daughter watching sex going on. It needs to stop. I'm tired of the Democrat Party making bitches out of our women and pussies out of our men. I'm tired of it. I'm tired. I've had enough of it. I've had enough of it.
Okay, hold on. Wait. There's another video they wanted me to play. Shit. Let me hurry up. God damn. Hold on.
Why they say that's Corey's story?
I was thinking the same thing.
You ain't got to read that comment. Hold on, y'all. Let me start. Let me take it from the top. Let me play the video.
You want to talk about reparations? We pay reparations. What do you mean you want reparations? Our taxpayer dollars, which are mostly white people paying that, goes to, what is it? Affordable housing, government programs, EBT, scholarships, DEI, you guys getting jobs. Holy shit. Let's take all that, factor in the theft, factor in the crime, factor it in the murders, and then we'll talk about reparations on this show. How about that? You probably won't like that, will you? Because you're not going to like the numbers. But we are all, frankly, exhausted.
Okay, so let's start here. Your entire rant was rooted in racist stereotypes, emotional talking points, and misinformation, not facts. Because saying Black Americans already receive reparations through EBT, affordable housing, DEI, scholarships, and government programs is not only racially offensive, it's intellectually dishonest. But honestly, I'm not even surprised. Because at its core, racism is born of ignorance. And ignorance of history, and ignorance of systems, and ignorance of the very advantages people mistake for superiority. And in your ignorance, you actually seem proud while repeating those talking points. Like putting Black people down somehow gives you this strange sense of superiority. But I'm not here to protect your comfort, because what you completely ignored is who those programs primarily benefit. and why many of them were created in the first place. You also simply skipped over that for some of those programs, Black people weren't even eligible when they were created. White Americans make up the largest raw number of recipients in those very programs that you mentioned. Those programs were not created exclusively for Black people. They were created for Americans. But you painted them like some secret pipeline of wealth flowing only to Black communities. Meanwhile, if we're actually following the money, your community still overwhelmingly holds the largest share of wealth, land ownership, inherited assets, corporate control, and political influence in this country. That didn't happen by accident. It happened because your ancestors were allowed to build wealth uninterrupted for generations. Through land ownership, subsidized home ownership, business access, voting rights, legal protections, and government-backed opportunities. While Black Americans, on the other hand, were enslaved, then segregated, then redlined, and then excluded from loans, neighborhoods, schools, contracts, and wealth-building opportunities by law and policy. So no, history didn't just magically disappear because the calendar changed. And DEI is not some magical free Black jobs program either. DEI exists because this country actually spent generations excluding qualified people from jobs, universities, housing, contracts, and opportunities based on race and gender alone. Ironically, you white women have statistically benefited from diversity and affirmative action efforts more than any other group in this country. But suddenly, when Black Americans benefit just a little bit from inclusion, people like you call it unfair. Many of you actually vote against your own interests just to preserve your entitlement to privilege. But then claim that privilege doesn't exist. Interesting, isn't it? And where were voices like yours when Black veterans came home from serving this country, only to be denied many of the same housing and educational opportunities that helped build the white middle class? Where were you when banks literally drew red lines around Black neighborhoods and denied loans to qualified Black families? Where were you when Black Americans were legally locked out of competition altogether? You see, while your parents and your grandparents were often free to build wealth, buy property, move wherever they wanted, and accumulate security, many Black families were surviving Jim Crow, racial terror, voter suppression, and legalized discrimination. And yes, those systems were strongly enforced under American law. Now let's address your crime narrative, because every time any subject about race or Black people comes up, someone tries to weaponize crime statistics while ignoring the very conditions that produce crime in the first place. We all know that poverty and crime correlate across every racial group. When communities are historically underfunded, segregated, denied investment, over-policed, and blocked from wealth-building opportunities for generations, social outcomes suffer. That is not a Black defect. That is what inequality produces. And finally, your stupid idea that only white people pay for America is one of the most arrogant, historically ignorant narratives imaginable. Black Americans work. We pay taxes. We serve in the military. And we build businesses. We also contribute to Social Security, Medicare, payroll taxes, property taxes, sales taxes, and federal taxes, just like every other citizen. But you already know that. So this conversation is not about begging anyone for anything. It's about whether America is mature enough to honestly confront the long-term damage created by its own policies instead of hiding behind foolish stereotypes every time accountability enters the room. That is the real conversation. Let me know when you're ready to have it.
Okay, y'all.
Now you see that, Diamond, and that's what I be saying, but I get in trouble. She said that the policies enforce the poverty and all this shit that's going on. So when I say things about, whether people should be voting or not, I get a lot of pushback. But what I'm saying is, you're not finna vote everything she just described. You're not finna vote that out of power. That's all Potts be trying to say. Everything that woman just said is the shit I be saying. You're not finna vote to change that. That's all. But they get mad at me, Diamond.
How'd you get no voting out of that? How did you get no voting out of that?
She didn't say nothing about voting.
She said that it's systemic policy that created this. She said, because Keith, she said the problems that the black people are going through is enforced by the policy of America. Are you listening?
Yes,
Are
we
you really
understand
listening?
that's true, but she also is not saying don't vote or don't.
You don't know
take
how the
voting
lady
out
feel.
of the
I added
equation.
that part on. I said that's
what
why
we're
I
saying.
see.
That I understand that, Potts, but that's the reason why people are upset with that statement that you made.
No,
Potts.
nerdy.
Nobody's
But what I'm
disagreeing
saying
about
is,
hold on, Potts.
and the illusion of inclusion is the problem.
Hold on, Potts. Let me finish. I'm saying, Potts, what you were saying, sure, that it is true that the policies that they put in place in America have affected black people and have held black people back. But what she did not say anything is about voting. And so that's why we're saying that what you said, when you add that type of stuff in, that's what make people upset, because we know the voting is not the end all be all, but we still gonna try, and we still gonna try to implement black people into those type of positions of power to help us out in in America. But when you
nerdy. First of all
right, Potts, I guess I'm done.
No, I wasn't finished because I said something. Keith interrupted and you piggybacked off that. I really wasn't finished because I first one was speaking after the video, but I'm gonna yield after that because, like I say,
you asked why. So
but what I'm saying is this: at the end of the day, is just like my man John Henry Clark. They're not going to give you the tools and resources to change this. So all I'm agreeing with the lady is saying is everything that we're going through is intentional. Like Mandela said, poverty is man-made. And so she said poverty and crime goes together. It doesn't matter what ethnic group. So if poverty is man-made and now we got all this crime in the community, go figure. Come on, y'all, stop being obtuse,
we understand that, but then she didn't add anything or say anything about not voting. That's the part that we're talking about here.
She didn't need to say it. The greats before her has already said it. The greats before her said it.
No, Pat. She can say it herself. We don't need it. If she, just like how she explained this whole video, explained the whole video very clearly and very perfectly. She could have said the same thing about not voting, but you can't say she doesn't believe in voting, and you think that that's what she thinks. It makes no sense. She's a very smart woman and all, and she knows how to explain herself. So if she really felt that way, she would have said it right then and there. She didn't. It's not.
What I'm saying is this, nerdy. Voting hasn't changed. But before integration, we were thriving. You can go look it up. We had way more going on for ourselves in segregation. But they realized that was too much power because that gave us our own everything. So they infiltrated us with the integration thing. But y'all don't see that. It's only been 60 years since. We were
I understand
thriving. Wait a minute. Hold on, nerdy. I didn't cut you. I'm just saying we were thriving, having much more prosperity before integration. That's why Martin Luther King said what he said about the burning building. A lot of things that happen are due to us mingling and mixing with them. It's just a fact, nerdy. So all I'm saying is maybe if we...
Sorry, Potts. They said drop that non-voter. Sorry, babe. The non-voter. I figured it was.
All I'm saying is this. The only thing I'm saying is that he was making a few good points up until the voting thing, the not voting thing. That's it. I don't know why I don't know why people get mad at me, because what y'all two may have similar views, but what you add in doesn't align with what everybody thinks, or you can't discourage people the way they want to change the world. If people want to change the world by voting, let them.
Smart. What's the capital of America? What's the capital of America? Do anybody know?
Capital?
Washington,
DC?
Washington is the capital of America. Also, by Washington, D.C. being the capital of America, Washington, D.C. is its own country. Didn't nobody know that? Washington, D.C. ain't part of the 50 states. It's its own country.
It's actually a district. It's actually a district.
So you got Washington, D.C. and the rest of the state.
District of Columbia.
Anybody paying attention to that? Anybody paying attention to that? Having all these motherfucking answers, and y'all motherfuckers still slow. Y'all still stupid. Y'all still trying to figure out what to do. I already know what to do. I keep telling y'all. There's only one solution to fix this shit.
Make you
and
king.
I have.
Go ahead, King. Go ahead, King.
I have the answer. I've been had the answer. I'm just sitting here watching y'all motherfuckers complain. Keep complaining. Keep complaining. You see, when you complain in a country and there is a king involved, who do you complain to? The king.
Marshall, can I ask you a question? What are the top 3 things you're going to change first, and how you going to do them?
I'm changing the financial stability of everybody.
So Marshall, what? These gas prices are so high. We're complaining. What are you going to do about it?
Free gas. Fuck.
How the fuck you gonna get free gas?
Because the water the water comes from Antarctica. The water we drink comes from Antarctica. That's their oil.
Oh God.
Didn't know that. Their water is our water is their gas, their oil over in Antarctica. Didn't know that. Y'all doing all these researching, but y'all don't know all this shit.
So they water is they oil from I'm lost.
Yeah, their water.
Go put some water in your gas tank, you'll be good.
Our oil gas is their water.
Now you can't do that hydro system.
Yeah, where it up to that black kid?
No, it's a system.
He's still out here.
It's a system where you could put on your car and it use water and it makes it run more fuel efficient. But I don't think that's what they were talking about, Marshall.
They got that one that run on hydrogen too.
Go ahead, Detroit.
I came up for Potts, but he dropped now. But I know Potts know history. My question for him though is, what position were we in as a people before we got the right to vote? My other question is, do you want more of that? I'll admit, when they voted to redistrict Virginia, and then the Supreme Court came in and thwarted that process. Did it make me angry? Absolutely. But it didn't make me want to give up. Not voting is just saying, oh, we don't give a damn no more. Do whatever you want to us. Even if the system is broken, that don't mean you just break it even more. You continue to try to fix it until you do. But he can't answer that question because he ain't up here, but he keeps saying, don't vote, don't vote. That's for imbeciles, unless you want more of the same. But he can't answer it, so it is what it is.
What's up, Shay?
What's up? Hey y'all crazy. I came for the other talk. I don't know how y'all got to voting and all that stuff.
Oh no. You can go ahead. You can Shay, go ahead and say what you want to say.
Hey Diamond, hey baby. Y'all was talking about paying for luxury and stuff like that, but if y'all go in y'all closets, it's filled with Temu and Fashion Nova. Y'all really ain't really about getting custom and Italian leather and brocade and silk and chiffon and that's a lifestyle, and y'all really ain't about that life for real. Y'all don't want custom. Y'all want fast fashion. Like Keith said, it's something called silent fashion. It's quiet fashion. Louis Vuitton and Hermes, they offer that, but they don't offer that to the black people. So the stuff that the black people wear is not the stuff that they wear. It's not the same. So they have on non-monogram Louis Vuitton shirt or Hermes shirt was $1,500, but you will never know. The stuff that they put on the rappers and stuff like that, like Dapper Dan and all that, that's for us. So I mean, custom costs way more than retail. So I don't know.
Can I also
about that life?
Hold on, wait, y'all. Hold on, wait. Let me play this video, y'all. They paid to play this video.
Be a state inside of a state. Be a nation within a nation. Be a country within a country. A parallel structure, a parallel system, a parallel economy. Why, in this day and age, you could even think about a parallel black currency in the United States that could even become global. Like I said, the proof that you can build is already in your inheritance. Greenwood is the proof. Wilmington is the proof. The UNIA is the proof. The Black Panthers is the proof. MOVE is the proof. You understand? Every single one of those projects demonstrates capacity, remarkable capacity that American empire and the white power structure could not match and could only destroy by force only. You come from a people who build things. You come from a people who built those things. You have that in your genes. You have that in your inheritance. You have the proof of concept already in hand, in more favorable conditions than those under which they accomplished what they accomplished. What, for example, your grandmother accomplished. Do you understand? They had the plan, they had the initiative back then, but they didn't have the conditions for success. Now you have the conditions. So do you have the plan? Do you have the initiative? See, that's why they want you to have the destruction of those past initiatives uppermost in your minds. Why they want you to only remember the burning of Black Wall Street. That's why they want you to give up the idea of building before you even start. Because now, in 2026, they know that they can't stop you if you start. The question again is not can you, the question is will you. The question is whether your generation, sitting at the front end of an era of decentralization, an era of decentralization that, in my opinion, future historians are going to study as one of the greatest civilizational openings of the modern era. Whether or not your generation has the imagination, has the discipline, and has the courage to do what your great-grandparents already proved was possible to do. And for you to do it under conditions today in which the white power structure that destroyed them is no longer in any sort of a position to destroy you.
Go ahead, y'all.
That's Shaheed Bosun. I agree with almost everything he says, but I hate to say that because I know Mance is going to be like, see, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, he's absolutely right, but my only problem is even when we progress, there's going to be some of us who are going to be left behind, and we need to strengthen ourselves and not forget about them. So even though, yeah, some of us do get out and hustle harder than others, but not for a moment should we forget about those who can't. That's my only thing. But I listen to that all the time.
They do, though. They look down on
You got to understand, though, Detroit, right now, our people are afraid to even go in with the minimum of, like, building. They think, and like he said, they got the mindset of destruction. Oh, the United States government gonna come in and do what they did on Black Wall Street. That's the problem. And I'm telling you, it only takes the minimum. And I'm talking about minimum of $10. If we be
Hold on 1 second.
Hold on, Marcy.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second for y'all. Alexa, play Return of the Mac.
Return of the Mac by Mark Morrison on Amazon Music.
Hey. Yes, baby. I know you fuck with me, Diamond. I know you fuck with me, Diamond.
Prince is back, y'all.
Hell no. Yeah, theme song.
Right. Okay, let me say this real quick because they
Hold
gonna try
on,
to.
man, I was talking.
Wait, hold on, Corey. Let me say this. Detroit addressed me before I left. Detroit addressed me. Let me just say this to Detroit, Corey. Let me just please, Corey, please. Detroit, let me tell you something, Detroit. You said that I'm an imbecile. What I'm saying. Have you ever? Hold on, Corey. Let me just say this, man. Let me just say this to this brother, Corey. You talks all morning. Detroit.
I never called you an imbecile.
Thomas Sowell.
I didn't call you an
Wait
imbecile.
1 second. Hold on. CW, who is that for, babe? Who was that galaxy for? CW, hold on. Corey, okay. Corey, do fight.
Okay, thanks, CW. Detroit, I heard you say that, Potts know history, and then you said the word imbecile. I didn't take offense to it, Brett, because you were right to your opinion, but I want you to look up Thomas Sowell. He wrote a book in the 60s called Civil Rights, Rhetoric, or Reality. And basically, from 1940 to 1960, the poverty rate went from 87% to 47% before integration. So we were striving, like I said. So you say, what are we striving in? We were very prosperous, brother. We was very prosperous. His name is Thomas Sowell, Sowell. He was an intellectual. He wrote a plethora of books, but this is the one that changed the dynamics amongst the talking points. So from 1940 to 1960, poverty was damn near cut in half, brother, before integration. So you don't know what you're talking about, man. Do a little more studying before you come for me, because y'all not ready for these conversations. Just because I be up here loud, hollering and all that shit, I know exactly what I'm talking about, brother. The reason why, because the illusion of inclusion. So yeah, it sounds like when Pot say, well, don't vote, that's just letting them do whatever. No, when you don't vote, that's letting them know we not playing the cricket game no more. If me and you was shooting dice and I got loaded dice, you gonna quit. You gonna be like, man, this nigga crazy. You gonna go upside my head. It's the same thing. But until we're willing to lay down this flesh and be the warriors that we really are, like Boss Man said, you want to be the real warrior that you are, you got to be ready to lay down this flesh to change this shit. You're not finna appeal to the consciousness of a savage. That's Assata Shakur. You know, they had to go to Cuba because she had to shoot out with the New Jersey state trooper. How are you gonna try to appeal to the consciousness of a savage when they intentionally put you in this position, brother? So that's all I'm saying. If you want to vote, fine. Y'all want to be in the illusion of inclusion, that's fine as well. But all I'm telling you, they don't respect that because it's not designed to change nothing. It's several of our people has said that. That's why even Martin Luther King said what he said about the integration in the burning building, because he realized it. That's not finna change nothing, brother. And that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, nerdy. I'm not against y'all. I love my people. But I'm saying, take off the blinders, y'all. You're not finna vote them out of power. Your money is.
Hold on, they got the non-voter again. God damn.
Yeah.
On his birthday?
Listen, I don't
Detroit, didn't you ask him before voting?
Again, they said drop that non-vote. God.
On his birthday. Dang.
Didn't you say, Detroit, did you ask him before we had the right to voting?
Yeah, I did. He ain't answer the question, but he talking about integration. He talking about integration, which is different from the right to vote. Like, because I have my qualms with that, and with the integration part.
Y'all need to wake up.
Marshall, let me finish, brother, and you can have it. I'm gonna let you take over it. Just let me finish. So back to the voting thing. I'm gonna bring up somebody, since you're bringing up historians. I'm gonna bring up Malcolm X. If you remember in all Malcolm X speeches, he didn't tell you not to vote. He told you to be a black nationalist. So you need to pay attention when you're reading all them books and you're doing your research. Pay close attention. But what I didn't do is call you an imbecile. And if I did, I may have misspoke. If I did, then I'll apologize for that. But I doubt very seriously that I did, brother. Go ahead, Marshall.
There's 93 million non-humans in America. 93 non-human. Non-human. Let that sink in. How many people is in America? Exclude 93 million. So now you got to decide who and what the fuck are we around. How many of them motherfuckers is in the White House? How many of them motherfuckers is in the United States Supreme Court? They just showed that general with the face mask. Ain't nobody paying attention to that?
Marshall, did you eat breakfast this morning?
Nuh-uh. I don't eat breakfast in the morning times for real.
All right, now let me get out your way. Appreciate you, Don.
Good morning, y'all. I'm sorry if I sound a little under the weather because I am. Good morning. I just want to say if this system have the power to, we depend on the system, I should say, to feed us, then they also have the power to starve us. We live in this time where everybody want to, do their own thing, individualism. We need to go back to being communal, self-sufficiency, buying land, working together, bartering systems, and working together, because if we continue to depend on this system, then we're going to be...
that for Pastor Mom? God damn. Go ahead, babe. Sorry.
If we continue to depend on this system, and we all know it's corrupt, then when the bricks come tumbling down, then we're gonna be, if we haven't.
V-Ray, honey, Pastor Mommy, you got 5 minutes, babe. Sorry. You pay 5 minutes to meet you up. Sorry, babe. Damn. Go ahead.
My time up since V-Ray ain't talking now. But I'm saying though, y'all gotta understand. Y'all can speak on land, do all this. Black people are not gonna come together. I don't care what y'all say. It is what it is. People are gonna do it individually in groups with people they like. Yeah, that's all y'all could expect and deal with. Why y'all make it so hard about that now? It's like, damn, you can't click up and do what the hell you want to do when it comes to getting your piece of America. It's like, we got to do it this way and that way. I don't understand that shit. Y'all ain't got y'all mind made up. Y'all don't know which way y'all want this shit. Go ahead, Marshall.
I'm the one who.
Oh, go ahead, Doc, because he can't say nothing.
Shirt on?
I'm the one who sent the video. And I really wish that you guys paid attention to the video, because it simply said the same thing I preach daily, that we need to unite and we need to work together, and it is possible, that we have the resources to do it. We just need the integrity. That's why I always talk to men, because we need to be men and we need to go ahead and work together. We need, like when Mansa came up talking, so many men should be asking Mansa what's the blueprint of it? Not that we're going to go into housing, but we're going to go into a business and try to be successful. And we're going to do business and talk amongst other black men about how to do business and how to make each other profitable. If we can't understand that simple concept, then it's so disheartening, because nothing is stopping us. What's stopping us from prospering? If the Black Panther, if the little fat dude, Garvey, if Garvey can go around almost the globe with no internet and learn about us, who we are, what we have done, and what we are capable of doing, because none of this shit's impossible. We can do anything. Come on, family. What? It's frustrating to me to hear us sit up here and say what we can't do. World War II from 39 to 46, 47, that is what really brought us out of poverty. And the fact that when we came out of it, we realized how badly they treated us after we just fought in a world war for them. And then we galvanized and we started fighting for civil rights. But at that time, we were doing business incredibly amongst each other. When the Montgomery, when MLK went to the bus boycott, it shut the city down because we affected their pockets. But how do we do it? We sent Thurgood Marshall to court to change laws, and we hit them in their pocket. Why can't we do that now? Why? What's the... Father God, in the name of Jesus, God bless. Thank you for letting me up, Diamond.
Answer that question. One, you don't got no shirt on. Second up, you don't even like each other.
Anything I said, please be
I'm just joking. God, dog. Jesus,
Lord help us.
Right.
The reason why is because we're looking for handouts and not information. That's one of our reasons. We always looking for handouts and not information. Like I said, we should be acquiring from our grandfathers and our grandmothers and the elders on how they accomplish certain things. But we don't want that. We just want the handouts. We just want to be given to it. We don't want to go out there and work for it like we should and our ancestors used to.
I got some new information. Martin Luther King was assassinated because he was messing with a YT woman.
We know that.
Nah, Marshall, you really found where you get that information from, Marshall? I ain't never heard that shit before.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, the reason why we really can't get together is because, let's be real here, we don't like each other.
Thank you, man.
We can't get along, to be honest. Y'all
say-
can't accept people for who they are sometimes. Y'all can't accept people's ideas or opinions. We always gotta fight with each other.
Hold on, Nerdy. Hold on.
BK or fake?
Hold on.
No,
Oh,
it's
that's
the real one.
That's the real one.
What you want? What you
That
want?
nigga came up here with that moose lips.
Get you.
Duval, you act like I can't be up here. I just don't
You
stop yourself
can't.
from me. I can't be up here.
No.
Just let me chill like I'm Doc for a second.
What you want? We're trying to have a serious conversation. You want to play?
Going y'all for real?
Diamond.
We go.
Diamond.
We go.
Did y'all know that?
The revolution
Did y'all know that
be televised.
bleach was the cure for HIV, AIDS, cancer? Did y'all know that? How many of y'all knew that? How many of y'all knew that bleach was the cure for all these diseases? Clorox, the shit that you
Marshall, don't do that. Please,
what the fuck?
please don't do that, Marshall. Because you really gonna get
Trump
somebody
say
hurt
that
out here.
at one point.
Yes, he
Trump tell the
did.
people.
Please don't say that. Please, Marshall, don't say that.
Hold on,
Please have
Marshall.
some breakfast. Go have some eggs, some bacon, and
Marshall,
some
you
pancakes,
cannot
Marshall.
drink that substance and kill yourself. Like, how
Yes,
do
you
you? No.
Yes, you can. I drunk it. I drunk the styrofoam.
Marshall, you're not supposed to have that. That's not for
Marshall, I see why
breakfast.
you act like you act.
Oh my goodness, Marshall.
Wait,
You been drinking bleach.
y'all saying that, but y'all wash our dishes with bleach. Same thing.
But we make
A
sure that shit
drop
washed
of
off.
bleach? No. Oh Lord, we're not sipping it from the jar.
She say, Marshall, I promise you, if you don't wash your dishes with bleach, I will never eat at your house.
But you just said we shouldn't drink bleach.
I wash my dishes with
There's a difference though, Shay. It's diluted with water.
Oh wow.
I drank the bleach one time.
Y'all, thank y'all so much.
That shit's straight.
y'all don't know how y'all sound. It's diluted.
Somebody say I don't have dishes. I got spoons. I got forks. You want to see one? Hold up. I gotta wash this every day. I use bleach. What the fuck wrong with you? See the bleeding? It's a motherfucking ninja.
We went from what we need to do to heal our communities and work together to drinking bleach. This is a problem.
Well, Marshall trying to kill the community.
The attention span is it's crazy.
Oh, V-Ray, please. Didn't you just insult a black person yesterday?
Like I said, the attention span.
Not Shay and Betsy.
One thing I can say, and everybody know that I always get targeted and piled up on, and I'm human too, so I can lash out, and that was my day to lash out. If you wanted to know, Shay, okay?
But Libra wasn't even going after you.
Okay, we're not gonna see. This is the attention span. This is
Diamond's
the
supposed to
attention
lash out
span.
day. Shout out to you,
This
Diamond.
is the lack. This is the lack of the attention span that I'm talking about.
Welcome to a TikTok panel where anything and everything can change
All
within
of
seconds.
the irrelevance. If you guys expect me to keep getting pounced on and not lashing out or don't ever lash out, you got to be dumb, stupid, and crazy. Okay, I'm human too. Okay, I'm human too.
When I was
but
in
it's like you keep saying that we have ADHD and we don't have attention span.
Everybody and their
But
grandma
we're
know
letting you know
how.
this is what a
Everybody,
TikTok panel's
everybody
like.
and their grandmother know how y'all do. Okay, so let's
Your
not go
attention
there.
span was short when you went on intro. We asked you a
Anyway,
question.
let's get back to community building because listen, that's all irrelevant at this point. Let's get back to what we
It's irrelevant now.
Let's get back to what we need to do because y'all are distractors. Y'all are
sound like y'all need some blue.
Y'all are distractors for real. That's why we can't never get nowhere.
Wait 1 second. Virgil,
Y'all
do you
keep on foolishness.
Virgil, do you know you're in the box?
And you participated.
Yes, I want to get out the box.
You want to get out the box, Virgil?
Yeah, I'm just listening.
Okay.
You drink your bleach?
Yeah, that's when I found out the bleach. When I was
Sound like somebody needs some bleach.
You drank some detergent?
2005, I found out about that shit. Yeah, I've been knowing about that shit since 2005 because I experimented in 2005 when I was in the hospital. It don't matter. I still experimented.
Laughing shit.
The fact is, I still experimented, and I'm here to talk to y'all about it.
We ain't trying to talk about that shit.
I thought I saw a galaxy. I think somebody sent a galaxy, Diamond.
Oh, hold on, Marsha. You have 5 minutes. You didn't do your 5 minutes.
Galaxy 4.
Did somebody put in the comments who that sent the galaxy?
I'm
I know I
going
saw it
on.
right before I walked away.
Y'all fence straddlers. Y'all have stuff. I'm going all the way. That's the difference between.
Marshall, they muted you for 5 minutes.
I think we should try Ty now. Next
Pastor
show, what
Mama
y'all
said.
think?
Pastor Mommy said, "V-Ray."
V-Ray, Marshall, Mommy been something. She been muted V-Ray. V-Ray done.
You need to get off my top for real, girl. Get off my top.
No, they sent it again. That's what they said. They sent it again.
That's what they said. Girl, you remind me of a high school girl, mean girl. Leave me the fuck alone.
You remind me of an old hag that has no family to visit. So I don't know why you insulted me.
Nerdy. I'm
Not
not messing
mean
with
girl.
you. This
You
is
just
what
did. You literally just called me childish. I wasn't even coming for you. I just said that you got childish. That's all.
Hold on, V-Ray, hold on 1 second. V-Ray, they got you for 5 minutes again, babe. Oh,
I know this ham cheese sandwich having ass ain't telling me what the fuck I'm not coming for you, nerdy. So what the fuck are you talking about? I just said that somebody sent the
ham
galaxy. Yes, I call that old hag a ham sandwich. With extra
She
mayo.
say your
What the
booty
fuck?
saggy. She say your booty saggy, V-Ray.
What's wrong with y'all today?
Fight back.
No, I don't know what's wrong with her. She always do this. It's like I did not insult her at all. I didn't say anything towards her. That was mean.
She say y'all
bird
jumped
this
her.
weekend.
She say you and Shay was jumping her just then.
Oh, I ain't do nothing.
I don't care at this point. I just make anybody mad no matter what I say.
Another mean girl accusation?
Yeah, at this point it is, I guess.
You see how it comes out, Rick?
That's her own damn fault. She's the same one who's advocating for we gotta come together, guys, as one. And then she'd be quick to pop off with somebody when there's something that triggers her. Like, what?
Did y'all have y'all smoothie this morning though? I ain't gonna lie, y'all kind of seem uptight. Y'all women need to, drink more smoothies and stuff so you can taste good for your man, and he can taste good for you.
Okay, let me go.
Nah, you stay up here.
Shay, don't run.
You immediately said something about the man, though. Look at that.
I'm talking women to men, men to women. I'm not talking men to men, Keith. Men to men. Nah, we ain't clapping hands here, Keith. We ain't clapping hands. That shit weird, Keith. I said women taste good for their man and men taste good for their women.
And then you put your thing. No, you didn't say that. You put your thing out before you said
Nah,
the men. You put
nah,
your.
Keith. Nah, Keith. Don't see you always trying to spin
I'm
that
messing
little
with you.
wheel.
I'm messing with you.
I know. Okay, I just can't say one thing. Now we talked about Dr. DD, but I didn't know Corey looked like that. Corey, you a hot damn mess, baby. You
I'm
can't be talking
ugly.
about nobody when you get up there. You don't look. Look, you ain't even got no fucking neck,
Whoa,
bro.
whoa,
Oh my
whoa.
god. Okay, drop me
I
down,
been said
Diamond.
I
Drop me
was
down.
ugly.
I'm sorry. Just drop me down.
I know. Hold on. Let me see who this look like. I been said I was ugly.
Oh, I am gagging.
Woo! Oh, so y'all, this y'all first time
Cool.
seeing Corey?
Larry the
Corey,
Lobster?
turn the camera on so I can see you.
Larry the Lobster?
Hold
Turn
on,
the camera on so
Diamond.
they can see
Hold
live in
on,
the lobster.
I know this booger wolf ain't talking. Oh, hell no.
Who was that? Cherry
Hold
Cole? Who
on.
was it?
I don't know who the hell that was looking like this. Come on. What's wrong with Diamond? What's wrong with your goddamn live? Oh, here we go.
The booger wolf is
I
your
know
mother.
that. I know that
The
booger wolf
booger
ain't
wolf
talking.
is your
Girl,
mother.
look at the goddamn glass
Cherry
strong
The
Cole.
booger
ass
wolf
shit.
is your
God
mother.
damn.
You wish. You
That's a pretty
wish.
lady.
See, I think I might have got a violation and said I was
What's wrong with
bullying
my
somebody.
No,
Yeah, it
I
said
ain't
it was
nothing wrong with
no.
that lady.
bullying.
She
Yes,
look
it
good.
is. Yes, it is.
They said
He
what
I hate her.
it has reached its limit, y'all.
Strong ass jaw. You look just like your daddy.
Oh,
That
well, my
nigga ain't
dad
have to
is
take no
deceased. He died
DNA.
when I was 7, but that's okay
That
because he was
nigga ain't have to
fine
take
as a
no DNA.
motherfucker. Your daddy was beside you
Uh-uh.
yesterday. You ain't see him with his nose touching his
Uh-uh.
motherfucking ears.
Who the
You
fuck?
ain't
I
see
don't
him
know what
beside
the
you yesterday on the panel. His nose
uh-uh.
was touching his motherfucking ears.
You
Why
Keith was
your
missed that,
spreading
shoulder
his
Corey.
so
fingers and
wide?
everything. Keith was spreading his fingers and everything. Talking about,
Y'all gonna say
nobody caught
everybody
that shit.
pretty. Mm-mm.
Boy,
This ain't
bye.
pretty.
Boy, bye.
Mm-mm.
All right,
Yeah.
Diamond.
All right, babe.
I'm
You
a
be on that
ugly
booger
ass
sugar.
nigga.
Get that booger
I
sugar off
don't
your
care about
panel. Get
that.
that booger sugar off your panel. Drop me down, baby.
Mm-mm.
Thank you.
Mm-mm. Girl, I know you ain't talking. It look
Good
like you
sugar.
got a frown on your face. God damn, why your lips curved like that? Mm-mm.
Dimple, send it to me, honey. I think
I never claimed to be a handsome ass nigga. When have I told y'all I was a handsome ass nigga? What make people think I never said I was a handsome ass nigga? I'm an ugly ass nigga. I always claim that. Let me get this booger wolf off my page before I get reported.
you can see it on Instagram. Let me see, honey. Let me make sure.
Somebody say she kind of look like Young Jock. Oh
In the
hell
fucking
no!
case, tap into my abilities that I don't know about if
Hey
I'm
look,
9 years.
y'all women gotta stop saying all women are
Yeah, yeah.
ugly
They
in
sent
this
me the
mess.
video. They sent me the video. Here it is. Oh no, this ain't the one where she called her son the N-word. This is the mother where she's telling her children. Hold on one second. Let me play it for y'all. I hate you motherfuckers. The fuck? I hate all of my kids. Every single one of them. That's why I kicked them all out. But this motherfucker don't want to leave. The fucking bum ass that talks all the shit. Do you think this camera fazed me? Do you think that? I don't care. I don't care. You want to call me a bitch in my house? I disown you. Put the camera right there on the food where I'm cooking. I disown you. I disown you. You're not my mother. I never wanted to be your mother. Me too. Disown. See, I burned the fucking pork chop. Cooking dinner. For you. For me, I don't eat pork chops first of all, so it ain't for me. For you. It ain't for me. What else? What else? I don't eat pork chops. What else? What else? Stay right.
Where's the fucking respect for your mama, little nigga? Where your daddy at? You need the shit slapped out of you, man. Cause even the fucking Bible say, honor thy mother and thy father, and thy days shall be long upon this motherfucking earth. And it seems to me like you want your days to be cut motherfucking short, man. Let me ever find out any one of my kids call their mama a fucking bitch. I don't give a damn what she say, cause as young men, I teach my boys that women, they go through things, man. So you gotta take it easy. I was just having this fucking talk with my kids the other day before taking them to school. Like, listen, man, your sister a girl, okay? You got to be gentle with her, okay? Just like every other woman. Okay, and it seems to me like this mom is really overstimulated, and she ain't got no help, and you trying the fuck out of her. And a lot of people and a lot of kids don't understand that we not just parents. A lot of kids don't understand that we retire crash outs. A lot of kids just see her as mommy and daddy, but motherfuckers in the streets know we'll put son to sleep. Man, so while you just think there's mommy, back in the day, she would have slapped the shit out of you. And it's the same thing as me, man. Y'all need to have respect for your goddamn parents, man. I don't know what the fuck this lady is going through, but clearly she is overwhelmed, and you bringing this goddamn phone out. Because I be telling these fucking kids, man, you don't know what's going on in my house. You liable to get cussed out. You liable to get your ass whooped. And if you all on FaceTime and goddamn chatting with everybody else, then everybody listening to what the fuck going on in my house. Everybody don't need to know what the fuck going on in my house. What's going on in my house ain't for everybody to listen to. If you in your room, that's one thing, but don't come downstairs and be on FaceTime and ask me a question. You're wrong. You're wrong as hell. And you need to apologize to your mama. Mom, I hate you motherfuckers. The fuck?
Y'all calling your mama bees now?
Was that a black kid?
He look Asian.
He was light skinned. That's all I know.
Oh, okay, because I don't know no black mamas that's gonna take that.
Yeah, I don't
Call
know
no
about
block
y'all, but my
mama,
mama would have
bitch.
slapped the shit out of me.
Yeah, they gonna
We
knock
would have
your
had to take
ass
us to the
It's
off.
a
street.
lot of them taking it. I don't even know why y'all even act. But
I don't know,
I would
mom.
have done more than just slap the shit out of you. I would have probably slap shit out you and put you out my house and probably would have never talked to you for a long time.
My sister called my mom a bitch.
That's some new generation shit.
My mom pushed the table out the way. Sorry, baby.
Because if you're calling your mom a bitch, the respect is gone completely. It is gone completely. It ain't. Sometimes it's some shit you can't come back from. And yeah, it's like the kids that y'all like. We go out here and we bust our asses for. You got like mans are coming up here saying he's doing all this hard work every day, waking up every day, putting in the work for some of our children to be and have certain things and be able to live comfortable when the bullshit occur, right? And y'all want to disrespect y'all parents? Call them a B?
what that
Call your
person
mama
ever
a B?
talking about? What that person ever talking about parental abuse?
Oh, but
Call
my
your mama
sister
a
called
B?
my mom a bitch one time. My mom pushed the table out the way. The coffee table. She puts the table out the way. It was like, oh, so you want to fight? She was like, oh, so you think you a woman now? You want to fight? My mom pushed the table out the way. When I tell you, my mom beat the brakes off my fucking sister that day. She ain't never called my mom a
Even say
I
bitch
the
thought you
word
again.
said you
lie.
ain't. I thought you said you ain't know nobody like that, Keith.
I said I don't know no black mama that's gonna take that.
Oh, okay, yeah, you right. You did say that.
That's what I said.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, exactly.
A
Shut your
hard
ass
head
up.
make a soft ass is how I was raised. Hard head make a soft ass. One thing about it, when they get out there in those streets and think they know it all, and life presents itself to their ass and hand it on to them on a platter, that's when they'll realize they had it good when they was back home.
You sound like you having a little trouble there. You okay, V-Ray?
No, my kids are college graduates and everything. What the fuck is you talking about, Corey? I'm just speaking in general.
I just asking. You
No, my
sound like
That
kids are
you.
that
26
don't
and
mean they not
24.
disrespectful. Just that don't
College
mean they not
graduates
disrespectful.
in out the house. I'm an empty
It
nester. What
sound
the
like you.
hell is you
It
talking
sound like
about?
you were speaking from a little experience, there,
No,
V-Ray. I'm
no,
just
I
saying.
come from that. Though I come from that. I was raised in a black family. Corey, I'm
Yeah,
black.
I remember you
Hello.
told us you came up a certain way. I remember you opened up a little bit.
No,
I
I
thought
didn't
you was
open
drunk
up. See,
that
here
day.
you are. See, let me tell you something. Let me tell you how intelligent I am.
What?
You're trying to pick information from me because you don't have
No,
anything on
you
me, Corey.
told
Just like you
us.
do. Hold on, like you do with everybody else. You try to get and gather all the information you can so you can kind of like come back at them. Corey, I see all through your
B-Ray, you
shenanigans.
told
You
us.
don't know shit about my upbringing or nothing. If you do,
You
repeat
told
it.
us one day on the panel.
What did
Oh
I
my
tell you,
God.
Corey? Okay, Corey, what did I say? Repeat it.
Lord.
No,
I'm not
no,
gonna go
repeat
there
it,
with
Corey.
you.
Repeat it. What I said, cause you just talking. You just be yapping like
I'm
you
not
just
gonna
be
go. I'm
yapping
not
like
gonna
it
go. I'm
really
not
is
gonna
not
go
that
there with you,
serious. No,
B-Ray.
don't
I'm
be
just
trying
being
to clown
real.
my intelligence, Corey. What do you know, Corey? What was said? I'm presenting that.
B-Ray,
I'm giving
B-Ray,
you the
I'm not.
opportunity.
Listen,
You're just talking, Corey.
I'm gonna
Shut
go.
up, boy. You
I'm gonna
just
go back
talking.
to
You
that.
don't know
Listen,
shit. You're
I'm gonna go
trying
back and
to
find
pick
the
me for
evidence of
information.
parenting.
You don't have
No,
information.
no.
You're trying to pick me for information.
All
Corey,
right.
I see all through that fat flabberly stomach of
Mm-mm,
yours.
mm-mm, mm-mm. I can still see my dick.
Child, please.
Good morning, Miss Diamond.
How many roads you gotta lift up, Corey, to wash it?
None, none, none. I'm just saying, B-Ray, you told us on the panel. I'm gonna go
I ain't
back
tell
and get
y'all
the
that.
evidence.
Listen,
All
Corey.
right.
Corey. You're listen. Access denied. What the fuck? Move on. You ain't landing on shit.
All
Told
right.
you what?
Generational kid thing, or because I ain't see people talking like that to their
It
parents
has
when
to
I
be
grew
because
up.
I'm never talk to my mom like that, or even my dad and my like. You know, when I get mad at them or whatnot, I never call my parents a bitch or whatnot. That has to be the new generation.
We
It
wasn't
ain't
even allowed
us.
to come in the house, so like
That's
Good
what I don't
morning. Good
understand.
morning,
These
y'all.
kids have the gall to even
Good
say that
morning.
to their parents. I'm
Miss
sorry. Go
Diamond,
ahead.
I'm sorry, Nerdy. Miss Diamond, I was talking to Nerdy. I think them about it yesterday. It was a YT lady. She has biracial kids, and every time she gets mad at her son, she calls him the N word. That's the one I'm trying to find it, but that's the one I was talking about.
Okay, well, y'all
But
And then
but that's the kind of women that these black men like. That's the kind of white women they like. They like them to be a little
I
racist. They like
don't
them to be
support
a little
interracial marriage.
racist.
I
Just
don't
saying.
support interracial
And then
Just
they
relationships.
and
just
Nope.
then,
saying.
then they said when she goes
They
to
like them to be
work,
a little
other people
racist.
that got fired for complaining about her. They get fired, but she still works. But I'm gonna try to see if I can find it real quick.
okay.
That's who they want. That's who they want. That's who they trust to raise their kids and have their kids with. Because when she get mad at him, she call him the N word. Why do you think he not gonna do that to her kids?
Good morning. Good morning.
Hmm.
Difference when they have a black mom or a white mom when they be biracial.
Abs-
You could tell the
Absolutely. You
difference.
could tell the difference. Hmm.
When Nicole,
But
Nicole,
honestly,
And to bird brain, that don't apply to me. Do you want to know why that don't apply to me? Bird brain. See, you have the right name. It don't apply to me because I don't procreate. I don't have any children. Did we miss that the other day? Where I don't have any children. I have a dog, and she is black and white.
That's kind of racist, Keith.
Just saying.
You had to go get a mixed dog because you're in the inter. No,
Listen,
my God.
I didn't buy her. I didn't ask for her at all. Somebody gave her
I'm
to
just
me.
fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. God damn.
Okay, I don't want no big head ass kids.
That
That's
boy went and
y'all
got an
living in the
interracial
ghetto and
nigga.
having children. I'm not
Stop
having no
calling our
kids.
kids big head chiefs. God damn it.
all right, y'all. It's been a
um,
very interesting morning. Go ahead. Go ahead, Corey.
the thing about these kids out here this day and age, it's just to the point they want to be heard more. So they get in their emotions and their feelings, and then they act like they can act like adults with no consequences. You know, I don't know what's going on in that lady home, but she already, it is already a line drawn from her because she put all of them out, and they disrespected her, especially him. So It's a level to
Starts
it.
with
There's
that.
something going on.
I think a lot of this started with that gentle parenting thing that y'all came up with.
Diamond, why you start that? Oh Lord, here we go.
How the kid don't feel though? If she hear his mom say, "I hate my kids."
Who said that?
I hate my kids.
She did.
Oh.
That.
And my thing is, to me, in my opinion, she's dealing with she feels like that because of what her children are putting her through.
Excuse me, Miss Diamond, you said send it where? To your Instagram?
Yes.
Okay.
Where the daddy at though?
Y'all don't think
You know,
these
I don't even
kids
gonna
is a
put him
little
on the
bit
daddy.
different these days?
Oh, they're a lot different, T.
They're a lot
Oh,
different.
They're a
okay.
lot different.
But it just didn't stem from one generation. I mean, this has been
It's
going
soft.
on for a few generations now. So I mean, I grew up in an era where I did have that experience where Big Mama and the Unity and all the cousins went around. We made homemade ice cream. We stayed the night. We played in the yard. These kids don't have that kind of experience anymore. Oftentimes, you know what I'm saying? The families are so divided on doing their own thing, and it's just like, it's crazy.
I think comparing like the way I grew up in my childhood and then these kids being grown up, a lot of these parents nowadays, they seem more hands off. If you get what I'm not saying it's completely their fault because I'm not saying it's completely their fault, but it seems like it's more hands off. It seems like they're letting the internet, not even the internet, like their tablets, their phones or whatnot, babysit them more than they actually interact with the kids and like laying their hand down at least, because it's like I don't know.
That's because y'all said discipline is abuse.
Right, because y'all said y'all can call the police on
though.
if we knock their head off.
Now, Nerdy up here fronting and faking for y'all because she one of the main ones that don't believe in you disciplining your child. Well, I tell you, y'all be flipping.
I didn't say not discipline your child. I just don't think a whooping is gonna be end all be all. I'm not the type of person that put my hands on my child. The person that puts my hands on their child. But I never said that you shouldn't discipline your child. I never said that.
Man, I don't know, Nerdy. Sometimes
I don't know
Tablet
what.
way to say, "Oh my God, she's experiencing emotional anxiety, detachment issues."
I'm gonna need y'all to stay on point because it's like y'all didn't know what I exactly said. Because all I said was yes, discipline the child, but my first thing isn't to put my hands on my child. I know like the punishment should equal the consequence.
Oh, so let me ask this, right? What's the punishment for a child bucking up at you and yelling and going back and forth
and calling you a bitch?
Yeah, what's the punishment for that?
I'll say it, Shay, for you.
Punch him in their shit.
I'm gonna call their daddy. What the hell?
Oh, call the other parent.
That's that weak shit right there.
I mean, no, because that's what. Okay, so you saying that people who have dads is weak shit now? Because wait, hold on. Don't your baby mama call you up when they do something?
The supervisor already did it.
Hold on,
Yeah.
Hold on, because I don't understand. I don't understand how my dad is.
I was supposed to take it yesterday, and I didn't know.
Shay? Oh, I didn't know who that was. I'm saying like I don't understand.
How even
Can
if
I
you
finish?
do call the father,
Can I finish first?
no,
Can I
you talking
finish
about
first?
this man's kids, man. Come on, God.
He just talked about how my parents brought me up. Every time I get into trouble, who's the first thing they call is my dad. My mom always calls my dad for the punishment. Hello. Hello? Wait, hold on. We're the same ones that keep saying that these kids are badass kids and they need their daddy in the house. And as soon as they said that I'm going to call their daddy up because they fucking up or acting up, now all of a sudden we got a problem? Which one is it? The daddy
No,
should be there or the mama should be punishing. Which one is it?
So there's different
you
dynamics
conflating
in
it.
certain households. There's different dynamics in
You
certain
ain't no. You
households as
asked for
far
my
as
opinion. You
disciplinary.
asked me what I would do if my child
I'm
was
trying
acting
to
up and
talk to
calling me
you.
a bitch.
I'm trying to
I
talk to
understand
you,
that,
and you
but
yelling at me, and she over talking me. I'm
I
trying to
can't.
talk to you.
Shay, I'm not purposely yelling at you because I work in a warehouse. It's loud over here. I'm not trying to yell at you. But what I'm saying is that when it's like it makes no sense to me how y'all advocate the father to be in the house because they put down the rules. They put down the rules and they're good at disciplining their children and getting their children in line. But when I said that if my children acting up towards me in a disrespectful way like that, I'm gonna get their daddies to make sure that they ain't gonna do that shit again. Am I right or am I wrong?
I mean, that's how you want to do it with your
So
kids.
what is he supposed to do? What if the daddy decides he will use corporal punishment?
That's on him. Well, I said I won't do it. I won't do that. That's me.
So you get to wear the black hat. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I mean, there's different dynamics.
Do you want the daddy in the house or not? Do you not do the same thing to your sons or
Can
not?
somebody else respond? Because we've got your point.
Girlfriend, you were just up here doing the same thing. They're talking to me, not you.
But you keep going back. Can somebody else chime in though?
Because they're talking to me, not you.
Wait, can somebody else chime in? You stated your point.
They did. 2 people chimed in.
All right. So and I'm a third.
And they were talking to me.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Can I not respond? Thank you.
Go ahead, Nerdy. Go ahead and respond for the fourth time.
I already did, but you keep coming after me saying, can somebody respond? They did.
That was my point. You had already responded. Can I stop, please? Damn.
No, you can't.
Go ahead, B-Ray. Go ahead,
Anyway,
B-Ray.
there's different dynamics in households, right? And I think it's not a right or wrong answer, whether that mom wants to have the father to be the disciplinary person so it's not a right or wrong because there's different dynamics. However, my question is, how is that mother ever going to gain respect though? If the child is blatantly disrespecting her but respects the father, where does it ever happen to where that child understands that they have to respect the mother as well? Because if you keep passing a buck on the father, of course the father can implement some things. You better respect your mom, this and that and the third. But I just don't understand how that will resolve anything if you just continue to call the other parent whenever stuff happen and you're the one there real time and you can't deal with it.
But on the father, wait, with the father being so if you have a father, he's a leader, right? So wouldn't he reinforce the respect?
I would hope so. But when I'm saying, like, let's say there's different dynamics to where that father may be out on the road, out job. That child, what I'm saying is that child in that household with that mother, if it's just the mother and that child needs to understand that just because the father is gone and not in the household at that particular time, that they can't just blatantly disrespect the mother, and the mother shouldn't feel as though they have to wait until the father come home to implement discipline.
Completely. But I'm just,
No gentle parents get up here because I want to know what happened. Oh, go ahead, Shay.
I'm sorry. Keeping your expert opinion, if you buck up at your mother and get disrespectful, you're gonna be patient and wait till your father. You expect to be patient and wait till your father come home.
the fact that if I ever did that, even with my parents being separated by the time I was like 11 or 12, if I ever did that, I could guarantee you that
you wouldn't be allowed today.
I can guarantee you that.
You would not be allowed today. Yes,
because
your mother would handle it, and then your father would bury the body. Yes, absolutely. Yes,
I can guarantee you that.
We're not waiting for the other parent. He might do worse. You might want it from me before he come. You might want to get it from me.
Oh, trust me, my dad used to fake whoop us. Like, he used to take us upstairs and say, y'all just scream and I'm gonna hit the bed. My mom, take your clothes off.
He used to fake whoop y'all Keith?
Yeah, the moms always worse. Y'all be thinking it be us. It be the moms. Y'all be going to hell.
I have never heard. Well, I don't think I ever heard
The
that.
dads, we be feeling sorry. We like,
Yeah, my
damn,
dad
we
used
nigga
to,
whooping
my dad used
ass.
to he used to take us up there to say, now he would just talk to us. Now we up there crying. He'd be like, all right, I'm not gonna whoop y'all. Now we stop crying. He'd say, now, but you know I gotta whoop y'all. So y'all, I'm gonna hit the bed and then y'all just start screaming. Okay?
I used to do that to my daughter. Look, just cry. I'm gonna take you for. I
But
used to do that. Just cry.
my dad was able to just talk to us.
Because he was
And
a man.
we would
Because
feel like,
yeah.
you know.
Your dad could say, I'm disappointed in you, and you'll really feel it. But a lot of times children don't have that same understanding with the mother, so they're going to push us more than they're going to push the father. Absolutely. So I'm
Yo,
not
that's cool.
waiting.
Y'all got that type of dad. My dad always punished us. He always give us whoopings.
That's
He always
good.
the one who implements the punishment. My mom would do it every now and then, but it's my dad who really does it. So that's why I said that.
Some homes, the mother is a disciplinary, where the father is like he said, it's kind of
Nerdy.
soft. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, I guess it just depends. Like I said, all
Oh,
family dynamics are different.
now my dad is anything but that. That's a man from
Well,
Philly.
no. What I mean by
He
soft
a whole
towards the
Muslim.
disciplinary, I'm talking about like
A whole
the
Muslim
corporal.
man. Like,
No,
yeah.
I'm talking about the corporal part of punishment with like actually like whipping y'all.
Yeah, like we have gotten spankings from him, but it would have to be something that really, he just like, all right, you fucked up, like now. But it was the talk. Like I would just be like, would you just spank me? Like, please, it's the talk that you got to go through. Like, why do you have to talk to me for so long before I get this goddamn spanking? Like, just get it over with. But
I had a military dad.
my
Dude,
dad
I
too.
wish I would have got spanked.
Mine too. My dad was in the military too.
I would have gladly settled for a spanking.
And he was Muslim. So
Yeah, you understand. yeah, Keith. Yeah, that's
nah.
yeah. I ain't play that. Like when the father pulling up, everybody run, start cleaning up, act like they was doing something. When the mother pull up, the kids wait at the door and say, "What you got for me?" It's just a different dynamic.
Poozy, we should not see you next week, Poozy. You need to be at a job. Stop fucking with me. I don't
I have
know
a
what your
question.
problem is.
I have
You
a
need a
question for
job,
you,
Poozy.
Nerdy. I have a question for
You
you,
don't need to.
Nerdy.
Yes, sir. I'm so sorry.
Which parent is mixed?
My dad.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Tear up into that ass. Okay, all right, I'm with that.
Yes.
All right, good.
Yes. My dad was tearing that ass up. Shit. I was a badass kid, but hey, he was the main one that's doing the punishment. Even when my brother got in trouble, he was the main one doing it. So my mama always say, just wait till your daddy get home. Stomach always drops.
Some kids prefer whippings versus taking their things that they loved away from them. They would prefer to get a whipping before you took their things. And I never understood that, but that was a thing too. So when I peeped that with my daughters, I started taking away, the DS. They used to call them DS something. They used to have these handheld games. DS, it was called DS something. But when I realized that they would prefer a spanking over their things getting taken, yeah, I caught on fast.
V-Ray, that was my older sister. She had the mindset of, oh well, they can't kill me, or unalive me, so I'ma just take the chance and just do it. But when my mom would take those Reeboks, because she used to have all the different color Reeboks, she had all y'all know the Reeboks y'all used to wear back in the day. She used to have all the different colors. My mom would repo them shit so fast, baby. She'd lose her mind. She in there sad and depressed.
And baby, that phone, oh my God, now that was the holy grail. Taking that phone, you could get the kid to do any and everything you wanted them to do.
Oh, we didn't have those. We had Nintendo
We only, we
64s,
not only,
Atari, and Sega Genesis.
yeah, we not only got the whooping, I also got the things taken away from them. So I got a whooping and couldn't go outside. It wasn't like either or. There wasn't no options.
For sure. And don't let it be a hot summer day.
Whew. I was working in the field, yep. Boy, y'all just don't know.
My father used to make a mess on purpose. He would pull all the drawers out, throw it in the middle. He would make a mess on purpose. Man, listen. Military dad.
Oh, that's a
Or they would make you
flashback.
get down
Oh,
and
hell no. You
or
gave me
they
a
make you get down
flashback.
and or they make you get down and clean them baseboards. You was
What?
on baseboard duty for the day.
With a toothbrush, my father had a white glove. He had a
I'm
white
talking about
glove.
I'm talking about scrubbing the walls white. Spring, they call it spring cleaning. It wasn't even spring. What the hell? We in winter, you calling it spring
But
cleaning.
what
What the
I think
hell?
happened was, I think a lot of us, not us, I'm saying us as far as age group, we had children and we wanted to do something different than what our parents did to us because we felt like what they did to us was unfair, not realizing that what they did to us was build character and keep structure and keep, I'm not saying that everybody's done that, but a lot of people took away that structure to just say, oh, because they didn't want to inflict the same things that their parents inflicted upon them, but not realizing the structure and the respect that it built at the same time.
For sure. Like my daughter, she got hemiplegic cerebral palsy, so her left side is limited. You still got to get down with them baseboards. I don't care if you don't have no balance. You better figure it out.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Like from my
disability or no disability, I don't care. Hey Keith, my autistic son, you don't gotta say a word to understand what I'm saying. Go there and you go clean them blinds. Like I said, you ain't gotta talk. We could do it all day. Go clean. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Listen, I think from my childhood, I think I had boredom. Go ahead, Swift.
When they used to my thing was when they used to let us go outside and sit there and think about it. You got the ass whooping and couldn't go outside.
Listen, I think I got borderline PTSD from my childhood. My mom, she ran a tight ship. You couldn't poop, wiggle, or fucking sneeze.
Well, I'm seeing a lot of people in the comments. The gentle parents are coming out saying you can build structure without abuse. So what's the procedure when your son or daughter calls you a bitch to your face, gentle parents?
What's the proper procedure?
I want to know.
But
What's
see,
the procedure when you got a pew-pew to your head?
What's the proper procedure? There's a balance because I think that the Gen Xers and the baby boom, they went a little bit too far on the militant side. Like, I agree with the balancing type, where you got to be in the middle with the discipline and everything, but they went straight militant.
Skywalker says he has an answer. Can you please let him up? Diamond,
you ain't got the answers, Sway. You ain't got the answers.
But that can do just as much as damage if you don't have a balance with explaining to your children and talking to them.
Request up, Skywalker. I want to know.
That can do just as much damage if you're just all militant. You giving a damn child PTSD when you raising your hand, they jumping and shit. They don't know whether they about to get hit or not. Like, come on now, we got to have a middle ground. That shit was crazy back in the days.
Yeah, I've never whooped my daughter. Never whooped my daughter. I never heard the whole time. Never.
Your phone breaking up, Swift.
Yeah, that service is nervous, bro.
Go ahead, Sky.
Okay, Pickle Rick, I'm going to answer that question, but there's two stages to it. If my son bucked up at me, we're going to have a conversation about this, okay, on why this is never going to happen again. If you buck up at your mom, my wife, we are fighting. I have never put my hands on my kids, and they know that that's the rule. If you ever try to rise up, because that's a threat to my wife and your mom, we're going to fight. There is no whippings, there's no spankings. So that's one of those things that I don't see ever happening because they know what's going to happen.
What else is
Well, you're talking about gentle parenting. That's what I do. We don't hit our kids. We never have. A conversation is enough. We have, and I'm not saying this in a negative way, but we have that patience to be able to talk to you, to let you understand why this was not a good thing to do, whatever the situation is.
you gonna have a conversation. If it's your wife, you putting the pause on them. So I can be cool with that.
I definitely have to do that because you're not going to make my wife, your mom, a victim. And by trying to buck up at her, you're already saying, I can take you down. I don't have to listen to you. I can disrespect you. And that's not what we do in our house. Those boundaries are already set on how you're going to respect both of us.
I love that, Skywalker. I love that. That's what's up.
Sean, how come I got bucked up on when I said I'm gonna tell their daddy on them? But Skywalker came up and said that he go if his kids do that to his wife, he gonna fight them. What?
No, because back in the days, you got it down the line. You could get it from the mother too, the initial, where it happened at initially. And then when the father come home, they gonna give you the business too.
Nah, that
Right.
ain't what they did.
Hold on, wait. And then when you tell,
She said,
hold on, hear me out. What my point is, they back in the days we got it down the line. They got us for the old and the new. Like we could get it from our mama, then we can get it from the next in line, then the next in line. Once they get it, it's like a whole repeat. It's a whole repeat of the same story. My thing is this, right? This is nothing I'll go back and forth about. What I'm saying is it doesn't take anything for that mother to address the issue right there in hand.
Why don't you address Nerdy?
Wait, hold on. That doesn't disarm the mother from making disciplinary or setting things that...
You going all over the place.
Hold on. My thing is that okay, so if y'all want just like see y'all want to
address Nerdy point.
I'm trying to, if you let me stop interrupting. What I'm saying is that doesn't negate that it disarms the mother from her part and her disciplinary act on however she wants to discipline. Then when the father get home, he gonna reinforce it and do it his way too.
You need to go back to that foster home.
I'm saying that doesn't negate the fact of the mother disarming herself where she can't do anything. She has to wait until the father get home. No, the mother gonna give his ass him or her the business, and then the father get home, gonna give him or her the business as well. That's all I'm saying.
Basically, Nerdy, the call gonna be made after you get your head knocked into a wall. Basically.
So y'all saying I'm just defenseless?
You said,
but that's why I don't. But y'all, you just said my head was gonna get knocked into the wall.
No, I didn't say that. Yeah. What did you hear?
You said the call is gonna be made after I get my head knocked into the wall.
No, after the kid get his head knocked into the.
Nerdy said
you do the knocking after you do the knocking.
But Nerdy said if her kid's acting up, she's gonna call her dad, and y'all got on her. Now Skywalker say if his kids have an issue with the wife or whatever, she gonna call him. What is the difference? Why y'all get Nerdy pushback?
We just explain that, but you like confusion.
Man, shut the fuck
we just explain that, but you love confusion, so you're gonna stir the pot. You're gonna continue to stir the pot. You're gonna stir the pot of confusion all the time. Stir the pot of confusion all the time. That's your job.
Go back to that foster home, B-Ray.
Lord have mercy.
Foster home. What the fuck? What you talking about?
Because it's like earlier when I said that I was gonna call my husband up to discipline the child. Y'all said it was like a weak move.
Wait. Go back to a foster home. Who was in a foster home?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He just throwing insults. I've never been in a foster home. My kid's never been in a foster home. What the fuck is he talking about?
Corey,
he just
what the fuck?
out of nowhere. he speak out of his ass. He don't speak out of his mouth. He speak out of his ass.
So where is that was low, people?
Ain't no low.
Okay.
Ain't no fucking low. Nah, we ain't doing that.
I can care less.
Yeah, we ain't doing that low shit. Nah, fuck that.
Some people just love confusion,
Nah,
and
we
they
ain't
love
doing that.
confusion. Some people thrive off of confusion.
Tap the screen, gift the host.
But I was just
Now,
saying,
be
like,
ready.
clear. Oh,
V-Ray, that was not confusion. You trying to say people love confusion, but you're doing that one thing now, because I don't think Skywalker was saying what you tried to clean it up and say. What I think I heard Skywalker was saying was, if one of his kids, his sons, try to buck up at the wife, he's not going to let the wife lift a finger. He's going to handle it. Okay. That's what I think he was saying, which was basically what Nerdy was saying.
He did not say
Hold on. Okay. Well, let me finish. V-Ray, let me finish. V-Ray, let me finish my point. Still, regardless of what, you can rebuttal as soon as I finish. Ain't going to be long. I promise. Okay. Well, you can rebuttal when I finish. Now you're getting on nerdy about cutting you off. Now you want to talk through me. Let somebody finish their point, regardless of what. Now, that is the same point that Nerdy was making. She just said, right out, said that she gonna call her husband, the dad, to come and handle it. But that's basically, it's on the flip side. You got to flip it around, because this is now the dad speaking on it. So he's saying that he's not gonna let the wife lift a finger. He's gonna handle it. Of course, we're not speaking to the wife, so she's not saying that she's gonna call the dad. She can't say that because we're speaking to the dad at this point. So it does go back into her point. And you try to clean it up at the end.
No, it wasn't. No, hold on. Here, you spun the narrative, because I didn't hear Skywalker once say he's not going to allow his wife to do nothing. He said what he was going to do if said thing would happen. You added the narrative.
Call him back up here.
No, hold on.
I
let you finish. Let me finish. You added the narrative of you're saying that what he wouldn't allow his wife to do, lift a finger. He didn't say that. Why are you adding narratives to that?
Skywalker, come back.
Look, Skywalker, I've heard Skywalker over the course of time. He's an equal opportunist. He doesn't believe in that patriarchal bullshit. He believes in partnership, as he said. So why would you think that what he won't allow his wife to do, and she's a parent as well? You're adding narratives, you're spinning it. He didn't say what he wouldn't allow his wife to do. He just said what he would do. So you be real, be fake, or just adding and staring and doing that one thing. That's what you doing.
Once again, Skywalker, if you're still in here, come back and say exactly what you meant, please. That's all I'm gonna say. Because reading between the lines of what I heard, he's not gonna let her lift a finger in that situation.
He did not say that. You added that narrative.
I know he didn't say it, but
you added it. You added it. So you're doing that
we'll
one
get
thing.
to it. If he comes back up, then that'll be it. We can see exactly what he was saying. You're projecting on me. What he was
if I'm
saying.
doing that one thing,
did you not hear him when he said? Hold on, V-Ray.
No, you hold on, B-Fake.
Did you not also hear him when he said?
Did you not also just add a narrative?
Okay,
so
we
you're
passed
doing
that, but did you not also hear when he said?
You can't
come on,
gaslight
V-Ray,
me.
damn, like, come on, shit is annoying, bro.
Damn, and damn. I don't give a damn.
All right, I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead. So did you not also not hear when he said, when the son buck up at him, that's automatically saying that he feels like that's automatically saying that he could take the wife down. So he's not going to let the wife lift a finger. I guarantee you that's what he was saying.
Oh my God.
He's like, period.
Of course he's a protect, but that's not to say that he's disarming his wife and saying what his wife can't do. She can't discipline the child when he's away. He's just said what he would do in this case. He's not saying what he won't allow his wife to do.
I'm not saying what she can't do in a situation where the child comes in and she has to protect herself, like physically. We know that, V-Ray. That's common sense. Are you going to stand there and let somebody just attack you? Are you going to stand there and let somebody attack you? So things that are common sense sometimes doesn't have to be said, right? When it's common sense, sometimes it doesn't have to be said.
Yeah, shut up. You don't make no sense. You're not making no sense.
If it's common sense, sometimes it doesn't have to be spoken on.
You did that one thing. You spun the narrative.
No, you was doing the one thing.
It's not landing. It's not landing, be fake. It's not landing.
That's what he said.
It's not landing, be fake.
He said if his son buck up at his wife, he said, we're gonna fight.
And he did not once say what he's not going to allow his wife to do. She has the liberty to. She has
No,
the
he never
liberty
said that.
to
No, he never
discipline
said
that child as well. And like I said, over the time, Skywalker have always come forth saying how.
Technically, he didn't say that either.
What I'm saying is this. He's equal opportunity. He believes in partnership. He does not believe in hierarchy, the patriarchal hierarchy. He believes in partnership. So just that liberty, what he has to do to disciplinary that child, his wife, I'm pretty sure he will allow his wife to do. So your thing, your whole point about letting,
come on,
allowing, I'm talking, you cut me off.
But V-Ray.
You're doing that one thing, be real. You're not laying and shut up.
Nah, you won't let nobody finish their point, and see, you're doing that one thing because you don't want it to get out. That's what y'all do on this motherfucker. You want to sit here and keep talking.
But
I'm over that shit. Like, that shit is annoying.
Okay, well, can I say something now, V-Ray?
And it didn't land. Go ahead.
So
the shit is fucking annoying when you're up here talking through motherfuckers, bro.
The thing is this, like, yes, he believes in partnership, but there also, but Skywalker also believes that his wife does things and it's things that he does. So he does believe that there is a role for him and there is a role for his wife. It's not to say that her role is any less than his, but there is a role that she plays and it's a role that he plays. And maybe in that situation, the role that he would play would be, I need to enforce the discipline, and maybe not his wife enforcing that discipline.
Well, maybe, and we can create hypotheses out of maybes, but that's not what he said. So we can do the spin-offs and speculate, but my point is that's not what he said.
Okay, well, you just had a long rant. Can I say this before I go?
My point.
So you just had a long spill, V-Ray. Come on, before even Keith got his point out, you went through a long spill. Let some fucking body else speak, goddammit. The fuck?
You're so emotional as a man.
Yeah. You damn right I am right now, because you get on my motherfucking nerves. You motherfucking right. You hit it on the head.
Emotional,
you hit it on the head. You get on my fucking nerves. And I was fighting for you in the comments, but you're actually being annoying as fuck right now. Just let me get my point out, bro.
You thought you came up here and what the point that you made was gonna land. It didn't land no motherfucking God almighty,
bro.
You did that one thing, trying to project on me like I did the one thing. You did the one thing.
So did my point land or not? I'm still confused.
Oh.
Point did land. In this case, it did land nerdy, and it was accurate to whatever. Period.
It's a galaxy on the floor. It's probably for V-Ray because it was sent by CW.
CW. Let's see.
They say your point don't matter, nerdy. That's what they say.
Let me see what CW got.
D-Ray arguing from a point of hurt for what happened in her little past and stuff like that. Y'all, trust me, man. I'm telling y'all. D-Ray, I'm going to find that clip where you was talking about yourself.
D-Ray, you got 5.
I got
so V-Ray is basically taking me. I'm not saying that Skywalker literally said the shit. What I'm saying, he won't let his wife lift a finger. God damn, V-Ray. I'm just saying that's a protecting man, and just listening to his words up here and what he said in that motherfucking situation when he explained it, he would not let his fucking wife lift a finger in that situation if one of his sons buck up at his wife, period. That's all I was saying. I didn't say that he literally said it out of his mouth. So calm down, V-Ray. We know he didn't literally say it. You know, I ain't gonna get up here and say somebody literally said something that I was just fucking listening to, bro, and they didn't say it. So I'm not saying that, but he's not gonna let his wife lift a finger in that situation. And that's what I heard when I read between the lines. If I'm wrong, he can come up here and tell me if he's still in here. I said, if he can come back, he can come and prove one of us wrong and one of us right, period.
So women, mothers, if your man told you, don't do nothing. If your man told you don't do nothing, if the child bug up at you, are y'all gonna listen to him?
My husband, of course. He knows best.
So you gonna sit there and wait till you get home?
That's what I gotta do. I gotta listen to my husband.
Okay, I'm just asking.
And that might be the safest choice to go with, Shay. Depending on what size boys these are, how the mom made. I mean, you know, you got to be smart about things.
Not only that, I may say something that he may not agree with to the kids, right? So, like, I don't know, like when he's like, not only when he's talking and punishing to the kid, I don't want our words to mix up and be like confusing the kids. Because let's say, I don't know, what if he did buck up to me and whatnot and everything, and he has one point and I have another. Now they're clashing because now he's gonna say, "Oh, mom said this before you came." She said what? Oh, that's not what I meant. Oh, that's not what you're not. No, it can be a question. So what I'm saying is that not I get that. I get it. If you want to punish your kid as a wife, that's cool and all. But y'all have to be on the same common ground when it comes to punishing your kids, because you don't want to give them two different sides or two different conflicting statements when it comes to talking to your kids or whatnot. And now one thing is contradicting the other. You get what I'm saying? You get what I mean?
Nerd, I assure you, if a child buck up at their mama, there won't be no conflicting statements because there won't be no talking. I mean, it shouldn't be anyway. But y'all saying y'all gonna sit and wait until you get off at work at 9:30 and it's 12 o'clock. So sit there and wait.
I mean, yeah. If I tell my husband, he said, "Don't worry about it, I will handle it," I'm gonna let him handle it. Okay. I'm not gonna go overstep that boundary. Why would I do that to my husband?
Let me say this. Y'all say that and y'all like to push everybody else, your personality and your demeanor on everyone else. We clearly can see, we've been knowing Nerdy long enough to see that she's not going to be the type that will do that. You know what I'm saying? And if it is a case where one of her sons, especially now, if it's a daughter, she might get spicy and she might snap back, you know what I'm saying, to a certain extent. But sons, I can definitely not see Nerdy going there, especially if it's a case where he done bucked up and looking like he ready to come at her physically. Then yes, I can see her doing that. So why y'all acting like y'all don't see that or know that it's different type of parents out here, whether they black, white, purple, orange, or blue. All black women ain't motherfucking bad to the bone. All black men ain't bad to the bone. You got some weak ones. You got some that let the motherfucking kids run over them. Keep it real on this motherfucker.
Okay. Tap the screen. Gift the host.
Single moms called in. We ain't no dad.
The dad they thought was the police.
That's one thing I try not to be a single parent.
Hey Nerdy, how about you got kids, right? And your husband, God forbid something happened to your husband and you keep that same scenario, you gonna let the husband discipline your son. Now say, God forbid something happened to the dad, he not here no more. What you gonna do then? Because that son gonna be used to bucking up at you. With that,
my daddy gonna step up.
Hopefully all of that training, not training, but all of that discipline and everything has drilled into him where it ain't gonna be no constant thing. So you're speaking as if it's gonna be a constant thing that continues.
No, ain't nobody, we don't know. You can't say.
When you ask that question, you are. So you're basically negating the fact that the dad would discipline. She would call the dad and he would handle it. And why can't that be the last time that child understood it?
Not here. I said if the dad was no longer here. No,
y'all kill me with that. Y'all want it down.
There's no dad to discipline then. I'm saying she got to have some type of authority at least to say, you don't buck up at me, go in your room. You got to have something, and you can still let the dad handle the consequences when he get home. But she still have to offer some authority so he know not to keep disrespecting her. But I said, what if the dad was gone, no longer here? And there's no...
I'll answer it. I'll do what I have to do. If I need assistance, I'm going to call my dad for advice. That's it. That's all. I mean, if I have a husband there to do it, I will let him do it. But when it comes to a time where I'm forced to do it, of course I'm going to step in and discipline my child however I need to. But if I don't if I don't know how to handle a big boy, if I do have a big boy and he want to buck up to me, I mean, I can only say so much. I can't fight my son. But I do know somebody in my life who's done it before, and that's my dad. He might be a little older. And, I can even ask my brother if he can help me out. But honestly, if I have to do that because my husband passed away, or I don't have a husband at that time, or a father at that time for my son, sure, I will have to do what I have to do. But I'm not just gonna I don't know. I don't. No matter how I answer it, it's always going to be wrong for somebody.
It's not wrong,
so
Nerdy.
it doesn't matter.
It's just a question. It ain't wrong. You live your life the way you want to live it. Nobody can't tell you how to live it. I just asked the question, what would you do, if that was the case? That's all. You live your life the way you want to.
There are plenty of good father figures in my family that I can ask for help for if I needed it at the moment. Like, again.
So, hold on, Nerdy. Can I say this to Cream's point really quick? So let's just use Skywalker's situation dynamic into what you came up here and said.
Oh, I ain't hear Skywalker.
So,
I wasn't.
oh, you wasn't in here?
No, and I was just asking Nerdy because I came in on the part where she saying the dad. So I just wanted to know what would she do if, the dad wasn't in. That's all I wanted to know.
Okay, well, let me let you know, because what I'm gonna say goes into kind of your point that you're asking, well, your question that you're asking. Using his dynamic, he came up and said if his one of his sons buck up at his wife, then basically they're gonna have to fight him. He gonna tear him down, basically, right? Mm-hmm. We all seen Skywalker. We know how big Skywalker, 6'1,000", right? So you picture you think about a teenage boy bucking up at his mom, and somebody's big as Skywalker go ahead and give him the business like he needs to get. You don't think that's going to teach him? Now, it's not 100%, but probably 90% of them, you don't think that's going to teach him a lesson in that respect? Now, I know you came up here and you said she's going to be some type of... Hold on. I know you said, you came up there and you said she's going to need some... Hold up. You said she's going to need some type of authority, but guess what? She's not going to need the authority when she got that solid respect that Skywalker has beat into his motherfucking ass whenever he tried it. So just using his dynamic situation as an example. That's all I'm saying.
No, I just wanted to ask my question. Now I'm going to get down because I'm being nice today. Very nice, actually. So I'm just going to get down. I just wanted to know what she would do, because a mother, even though the husband there, a mother still have to have a respectful authority within herself to put, to set that son down also. But my husband say, I'm handing when I get home and I tell him something, that's what he gonna do. But I'm gonna let him know also, you ain't about to talk to me any kind of way. Now get you behind in that room until your dad get here.
Right.
I still gotta have some authority so he don't keep repeatedly doing it. Right. And I said, that's why God made man and woman. You see what I'm saying? It's for a balance. Some dads could be so harsh on the son, they regret it. And all they see is punishment from the dad. You see what I'm saying? So it's a balance between the two.
Yeah, and I come from an era, you're going to get it. You're going to get it from the mother. You're going to get it from the father. You may even get it.
But all that don't work all the time.
You may even get it from the aunts and uncles, because
that's why they say black women so masculine, because y'all won't even let the man do the job.
Hold on. No, this is true. Like, this is old school upbringing. You ever heard when a child does something just really off the, I'm not talking about like a minor infraction. I'm talking like major disrespect or whatever. Baby, back there, this is old school upbringing. You got it from everybody down the line. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that one is more powerful than the other, or one is more significant. You're going to have to line up to everybody in line that you're going to have to answer to. The mom, the dad, the aunts, the uncles, the grandparents. You're going to have to answer to all of them. Baby, it's a village. They lining up. And you're going to have to give an account. We need to bring, we need to bring that type of parenting or that type of a structure back. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that, what Nerdy is saying, because it's like I said earlier, there's no right or wrong. There's different family dynamics. It's all according to what you are accustomed to, what you've been brought up as. There's like no right or wrong. But the reinforcements, if you bring reinforcements, it's more probable that you have a more successful outcome than just one person doing it all the time.
But that's what y'all do. Y'all villainize the daddy. Y'all villainize the daddy as the bad parent because y'all use, as Nerdy said, I don't like that when, wait till your daddy get home, I'm gonna tell your daddy. Because guess what? Y'all always villainize the father as being a disciplinary person when y'all could discipline them kids yourself too. So I really didn't agree with the statement Nerdy say, but y'all really ain't answering. Nerdy, you do got to put belt to ass or whatever you do for discipline. You got to do it.
Well, I get what you mean, but at the same time, if he's the one who's telling me he can handle it, I'm gonna let him handle it. If he's not going to I'm not going to overstep that. Not only that, too, we always complain about how the daddy's not involved or how the daddy's not disciplining his kids, talking to his kids when it comes to certain situations, or when y'all get upset, mad, or when y'all don't like our kids at the moment, y'all always want to send them to their daddy house. So all I'm saying is that in that moment, I'm gonna have a talk with my husband before he even gets home about what the child did. We're gonna
That's
discuss
very
it.
feminine. That's very feminine. That you resting
And
your
what
femininity. That's right.
Key,
Nerdy. You be feminine.
I lose my track, Key. But what I'm saying is that of course I'm gonna talk to my husband about what we need to do as parents to get the discipline there and come across and be successful. But what I'm not gonna do is overstep the boundary. If that's what my husband would want to do, that's fine. But if he
And it's
tells me,
also
you can handle it, then I'll handle it. But I'm gonna listen to my husband.
Okay, let me
It's
throw.
also
Let me
it's
throw.
also a
Hold on.
form.
I want to
V-Ray, you
throw.
heard
I
me
want to
trying to
throw.
say
I
something
want
before
to
you
throw.
came in. You popped off that thing so goddamn fast it ain't funny. You heard me. You just heard me trying to say something right before you did. That shit crazy. God damn. I forgot what I was about to damn say.
So emotional. Anyway, I want to throw a curveball into this. How many people have experienced dynamics where the mother feel like the disciplinary that the father is implementing is too harsh? She's not the disciplinary parent, but he is just over the top with it, and it's borderline abuse.
We don't want to answer it.
How do you guys feel about that? Because if we're just placing a responsibility on a person just because of the gender and not the character, and like understanding that okay, you're balanced, you're implementing these disciplinary actions in a healthy way, because it can get borderline abusive. So if a
what
woman,
question are you asking?
Hold on, listen, I wanted
you
to
trying to ask a question.
Hear me out,
asking a question.
Corey, can you allow me to finish, please?
You making a whole statement without even asking a question.
Okay,
Right.
I'm tired of you policing me. Okay. So my question is, and I'm gonna say this slow. What happens in cases where, being that the responsibility is being placed on that father primarily to be the disciplinary parent, and that father does not have a balance and he's taking it over the top all the time? We can't act like this don't happen. So what happened in that case?
Goes too far. That's all.
When the dad goes too far in his disciplinary actions.
Shouldn't just be so long, V-Ray. That's what it be.
Okay. So y'all got my drill. Hold on. Don't deflect. No, don't deflect, because y'all do this one thing. Y'all heard my question. Answer it.
Who is y'all? I'm gonna circle back, V-Ray, because I understand what you're asking, but I'm gonna start with why I came up here. So, Nerdy, I think that the response that you had based off of where you are in your life makes sense. I respect that response. I will say this. As a wife and a mom, if one of my children try me, one of these boys try me, because there's 4 of them, I'm going to handle it, and I'm going to tell my husband what happened. And what he chooses to do after that is on him as their father and as my husband. But I'm going to address it if it happens. That's where I'm starting.
In other words, you ain't taking no shit.
Absolutely not.
There you go.
From that perspective, saying something is one thing, but disciplining them is another. I'm not going to sit there and just look pretty or look stupid.
No. I didn't specify what my response would be. I just said I'm gonna have a response. I wish one of these little crotch goblins would. Motherfucker, I will snuff you out and create a new one. Listen, I said it in the comments. I will snuff you out and create a new one. Don't play with me.
It's diabolical how y'all can have these types of things where y'all can hear Corey whine all day on this app.
Oh my God.
What?
Yeah, I'm asking you a question. Joe Jackson's too far.
Y'all can hear Corey whine all day, but it's like when I say something, it's
Vibe with Bay.
What Corey did?
Vibe with Bay. Who was that for? She said, sorry, V-Ray. V-Ray. Okay, V-Ray, they muted you for 5 minutes.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
Joe Jackson is
Diamond,
too
there were
far.
2 galaxies. There were
All
2
right, that
galaxies.
answers your question. Joe Jackson.
She was
Y'all,
already on the
my CA is down. Okay, Two Galaxies. So who was they for?
she was
My
already
CA,
on the 5 minute
my
and
kid,
she broke the first.
my CA. Okay, V-Ray has 10 minutes. My CA is down, y'all. I just reached my limit. So you got to go to my Zelle, which is the Black Diamond Show at Gmail. You got to go to
And
my
V
Zelle, which is the Black Diamond Show at Gmail, y'all.
Corey, they bring you up, Corey. You ain't did nothing.
Hold on, y'all. Wait a second. Be respectful, honey. Who was that Galaxy 4? It's an add-on, I believe. Add to V-Ray. So that's 15 minutes.
I would like to. Damn, V-Ray. I'm sorry.
Ooh, Vibe with Bay. Who was that? Ooh, is that an add-on? Damn, that's 20.
Damn, V-Ray, they tired of your ass.
Damn, V-Ray.
Damn, that's 20.
She might have to do that time tomorrow.
I'm sorry.
I'm with you on that one, Keith.
V-Ray,
Yeah,
V-Ray, she ain't gonna come back, y'all, tomorrow. So she might have to do a whole 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Somebody's gonna keep note.
she'll come back and do her time. She will.
V-Ray
Run like a
don't do
train
that,
with them
man.
galaxies.
V-Ray, she a bucker system now. You know just how she is. Hey, V-Ray, I'm listening to that audio where you told Mike. See, you think I'm bullshitting. I'm gonna go find that shit. This that shit when Mike told you.
Hey, babe. Hey, Smack. Hey, babe.
That's what you better do. Who's ass done your ass?
I'm gonna find that shit, V-Ray. I know. I'm told you, I'm gonna find that shit.
You have all these recordings. Let me find out you're a blogger somewhere.
We're one of them. He the Midnight Ballerina one. That's Corey.
Lord have mercy. But her short question is, what do you do when the man of the house is overly disciplining physically? That was really what she was asking.
I got it. 20 minutes for V-Ray. I wrote it
So
down.
it was a good question. Right, Keith. So the answer is you protect the children. Like, if you doing the most, you doing the most. We're not going to let that be that.
But the
Call the
question,
beast down.
but the question would be, why y'all still in the house with this fool?
Come on now, Keith. Talk about that, Keith.
Hi, Keith. We got some sun.
We got some. We got to get outside, baby.
Woo,
Today's the only day. It's gonna rain.
For real?
Yes, today's the only day we have a little bit of clouds. It's like cloudy. Today's the only day. It rains all the way till next week.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, that's the same for us. It's gonna be raining all week next week.
Keith.
You repeat your question?
Yes, ma'am.
It wasn't my question. It was V-Ray's question.
What?
It wasn't my question. She took 30 minutes to ask, if the man is being abusive, what do you do?
Man, y'all not gonna be abusing V-Ray while she on mute.
I'm not. It was a long-winded way of asking, what do you do when he's abusive?
It was.
Well, if the wife feels like he's just doing too much, then that needs to be a conversation after the situation happened. Don't try to, stand in on the situation, because you're gonna undercut the person. And once the kid sees that there's a weaker side that he can play aside, that's the worst thing you can do as a parent.
Yes.
So there needs to be a conversation after, whatever the situation happens. Now, if it's to the point where he's just throwing his ass through the goddamn wall, yeah, of course, jump in there, get him out of there, and go and do what you gotta do. But if he just, maybe gave him 3 or 4 extra more licks than you think was okay, yeah, let it end, then pull your husband in the bedroom and have a conversation.
We specialize in showing streaming advertising to the
All right, y'all. So,
time for less money.
I gotta head out. I gotta go to work.
Turn every screen into an opportunity.
Married men are winning.
You checking in the seats today?
Let it go, baby. Let it
You
go.
cashier today, or you checking
Let
in
it
the
go.
seats?
Miss Auntie Kitty is out.
Hey, how you doing?
Take your ass on to work.
You okay?
Yeah, I am checking receipts today. I am checking receipts.
Let me mount this TV up as an orange then.
On to work.
Come to Walmart and play games if you wanna. Come to Walmart.
Diamond, I got you too. We gonna both
I'm gonna walk out and I ain't gonna show you my damn receipt. I'm gonna walk out.
Don't show me your receipt. I have to check it, or you will not go out the door. Okay, I have to look at your receipt.
You gonna have to take me down. You gonna have to take me down.
Then I gotta look at your blanket. Then I got to check it with the marker. Okay, I got to check it.
That's the
Well,
thing, Diamond.
you
What
gotta
you
take me
need?
down. You gotta
I'm gonna
take
put
me
some stuff
down.
in
That's
there
the
you
only thing
need
to
too.
it.
Diamond, I'm coming back to do my 20 minutes on the next
Have a
live.
good day, Diamond.
You dog piling weak energies that feel like y'all gotta attack me. That says a lot about me.
No, B-Ray, you can't
And not
take
about
that.
y'all.
You can't do that, B-Ray. You can't do that.
You can't do
Oh,
that.
she
You
got a
can't do
fresh 20
that.
minutes. She
You
got a
can't do
fresh
that.
20.
B-Ray took a timeout from the timeout. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh,
Diamond, you
don't worry
enjoy the
about it.
rest of your day, Diamond.
I
Enjoy
had
the
to
rest
drop.
of your day.
All right, baby. I'll see y'all later.
All
Y'all be
right.
safe in these streets.
V-Ray, I'm gonna
Bye,
find
y'all.
that. I'm gonna find that shit, V-Ray.
Corey, let me find out you a blogger somewhere.
No, I'm not a blogger.